So you stumbled on the Napalm channel, blown fuse panel, killed and tremble, smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time, watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime, killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon, beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele. Thank you to the members on YouTube and the subs on Twitch. Thank you all for joining the Nathan Napalm Nation. You help keep the lights on so I can keep streaming and pumping out content. I want to also thank the highest tier members for their epic support. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Dymlos, Sparrow, Farthest Reach, Random Rob, Gallery Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Bad Wolf Gaming, Cobalt, Robert Daneka, Ohalo, Angel Terry, Pip Pop, My Boot in Your Ass, The Crinkle One, Scurpy Bard, and Aaron Owen. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Support the Nathan Napalm with super chats or by clicking join to become a member of Napalm on YouTube, or by subbing or with bits on Twitch. Every dollar helps feed a puppet for a day and keep Nathan on the air. Thank you all so much for your support. Stream is starting soon. Oh. So you stumbled on the Napalm channel, blown fuse panel, killed and tremble, smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time, watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime, killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon, beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele. Thank you to the members on YouTube and the subs on Twitch. Thank you all for joining the Nathan Napalm Nation. You help keep the lights on so I can keep streaming and pumping out content. I want to also thank the highest tier members for their epic support. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Dymlos, Sparrow, Farthest Reach, Random Rob, Gallery Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Bad Wolf Gaming, Cobalt, Robert Daneka, Ohalo, Angel Terry, Pip Pop, My Boot in Your Ass, The Crinkle One, Scurpy Bard, and Aaron Owen. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Support the Nathan Napalm with super chats or by clicking join to become a member of Napalm on YouTube, or by subbing or with bits on Twitch. Every dollar helps feed a puppet for a day and keep Nathan on the air. Thank you all so much for your support. Stream is starting soon. Oh. So you stumbled on the Napalm channel, blown fuse panel, killed and tremble, smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time, watch me rhyme, stream full time in my prime, killing undead like I'm Rick Grimes. Stream starting soon, so let's attune. Streams in the afternoon, beneath the moon, let's commune. Getting old, need a spoon when I eat my prunes. I learned to group in Black Burrow, end up in the dunes. So hit the like and the sub and the bell. I don't smell pretty swell in the dungeons where I dwell. You'll be a fan, I foretell. Shoot a spell when I yell and be my clientele. Thank you to the members on YouTube and the subs on Twitch. Thank you all for joining the Nathan Napalm Nation. You help keep the lights on so I can keep streaming and pumping out content. I want to also thank the highest tier members for their epic support. Bounty Code, Jared Woodhouse, Dymlos, Sparrow, Farthest Reach, Random Rob, Gallery Moonsong, What's the Takeaway, Bad Wolf Gaming, Cobalt, Robert Daneka, Ohalo, Angel Terry, Pip Pop, My Boot in Your Ass, The Crinkle One, Scurpy Bard, and Aaron Owen. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Support the Nathan Napalm with super chats or by clicking join to become a member of Napalm on YouTube, or by subbing, or with bits on Twitch. Every dollar helps feed a puppet for a day, and keep Nathan on the air. Thank you all so much for your support. Stream is starting soon. Oh. So you stumbled on the Napalm channel, blown views, panel, killed and tremble, smoke a camel, don't get anal. It's classic games all the time, watch me rhyme, stream. What's up, everybody? We're live with our Friday night adventures. Looks like we got some people saying they want to join us. Let me get these invites out. Harzy, Juliet. I think we're full.
Nice, that was
good.
quick.
Levels, too. Until this person just filled up. Sorry. What's up, gang? How's everybody doing on this fine Friday? What's up, Eloa? Eloa's in chat. What's up, Eloa?
Oh, hey, Eloa.
Which, by the way, we're streaming. I'll be streaming with Eloa. We're going to be showing off the new bulletin board system and having some good fun this Saturday for a day stream.
Yeah, Bounty and I will be there with you guys.
Yay! I didn't know if you guys were able to make it or not.
Yep.
Oh, because it got rescheduled, you guys can come. That's why my brain was saying I didn't think you guys would be able to make it. So, awesome. Can you believe Pantheon's doing seasons? Well, they're doing it in a good way. When I first heard the word season, I cringed. But then when they explained, like, hey, this means every 6 weeks you're going to put out big content updates. Also, if you watched my video that I released, I checked that I could give the information I gave in that video, but when I was in the Q&A last night, they weren't giving that information, so that's got me feeling a little weird. But I was told all the information that's in that video, so. And I even specifically made sure I could say all the things I said in the video. So I don't know what went on with that. I thought that was really weird in the Q&A. People are asking direct questions that are answered in my video. And they was like, oh, well, we're not going to say. It's like, well, that's weird because you told me I could say. It made me feel really strange. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, when I did my video, I just went through all the formal announcements. I just put in what was in there just in case. Because, yeah, it was kind of back and forth in the Q&A. And I tried to play it safe. So I just went with the announcements, the email.
And it could be that those things aren't actually set in stone. That's just like their plans. But depending on this, that, and the third, could change that. So they weren't willing to, on their Q&A, to straight up say yet. Or it could just be a hype thing. Like, let's save a little bit of excitement. Because that's plenty of excitement for now, I feel like. Also, I looked at Narc's video about it. And yes, he did somehow spin it into a negative. Which is shocking. Because he paid a $200+ probably more, because he's been in there for a while, to play Ashes of Creation once a year, but yet he acted like it was somehow a scam that people can pay $50 and play once a week every 6 weeks, and somehow that's bad, but paying $200+ to play Ashes maybe once a year is okay. But anyway, he gave me a nice, he was nice to me. He gave me a nice shout out. It's actually the most hilarious shout I've ever gotten since I've started YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because he said something like, he was like, because he used my video footage a lot, and me streaming, and he was talking about me playing the game, and that I was a supporter. I seemed like a genuine nice guy, and that Pantheon does have supporters and people that are hyped for it, and it has its own community, blah, blah, blah. And he said, if you want to check out the Nathan Napalm, I got a link from him below. He seems like a really nice guy, and if Pantheon seems like his most look forward to project, so he's going to need your support, so go help him out.
A European compliment.
Yeah, he's like, if he's putting up with Pantheon all these years, he said something like that, if he's put up with Pantheon and all their shenanigans all these years, he's going to need a little support. Go help him out.
I mean, that's fair.
That is fair. That's what I said to my wife. I was like, that's fair. That's actually fair. All right.
There's been a lot of shenanigans.
There's been some shenanigans. That's for dang sure. Oh, Grendel Reaper got that dozen ghost pepper wings ready. I'm still scared to eat them, man. Dymlos has ruined me, man. I'll be in the situation where I'll be like, get me to pick you up some ghost pepper wings, and I'm like, I'm not ready for a kidney stone. How about we wait? We've been eating everything made at home. I haven't eaten any fast food. Okay, that's a lie. I did eat a biscuit. I did eat a sausage biscuit earlier this week. But, like, I haven't, like, really you know, like got a full meal. You know what I'm saying?
Near-death experiences do that to you, Nathan.
It really does. It'll change you,
Not
man.
much pain.
Hey, God has to treat me that way. Just want everybody to know. Like, I am that hard-headed, he has to slap me sideways to make me stop.
Most of us are like that.
Yeah, I was talking about Pantheon. They're doing like a seasonal thing for testers to get in, depending on their pledge package. So everybody that, you know, has a package now can play Pantheon on certain dates. The higher pledge you are, of course, you can play it more each season. Got to use that clickbait to get that bag of money. That's right, man. If you want the big bag of money, you got to use clickbait. All right, guys. I guess Sparrow Bounty are here, so we'll just wait for everybody here.
I see 5 people here.
Why was Shanua telling me to invite the other person? Oh, somebody left. I didn't notice.
Somebody left.
Okay. Invite Zav. Yeah, Zavanima was asking to join. There we go. Let's tell everybody. And thanks for that super chat, Corey. Appreciate that, brother. For Nathan's legal fees when Pantheon pulls out NDA. Yeah, it really worried me. Because it was like there was 2 questions last night. People asked that I answered in the video. I was totally expecting them to say what, and they didn't.
They're like, that's still under NDA, and anybody says this will be in trouble.
And it makes me more nervous because when I talked to the devs, I was really distracted because I was at my son's competition when I talked to them directly and like, you know, here's what I can say, here's what's going on, blah, 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 here's what we know, you know. So it made me really worried that I misunderstood something. But I'm pretty sure they're not shy people that they would have said, hey, bro, can you delete that one section of your video? We don't really want to be talking about that just yet.
You said something about Joppa doesn't like trail mix anymore, I think, in the video, right?
I definitely said that.
Yeah.
Ever since he quit eating the trail mix, progression's gotten better. So I think it's a good thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Ever since...
Oh, sorry.
No, I said ever since he's not the only developer on VR.
Yeah, well, I am trying to grow my Twitch a bit. Definitely need it there. Most of my people still come to YouTube, which is fine. Just whatever's best for everybody. But hopefully throughout this year, I can get a little bit more Twitch action. I'm going to start talking about my videos and stuff. Hopefully going to get a lot of growth here at the end of the month because of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Be making guides and all kinds of content on it. All right, we all here. We waiting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Waiting on Shanua. Shanua already there though. Oh, it says in Shadowlands. We are at the Mono. We find old Blooper. Uh-oh. Blooper's behind the clouds.
We could take the fire, go to the fire closest.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's do that. Where is the fire?
Just the monolith.
Oh, you can just use the monolith. My bad. You looked at your map.
Yeah.
Forgot.
I know. And then follow the water.
Yeah, that's true. Follow the water to the south, right? It's on this side of the water.
It's on this side, and you gotta go all the way. Not that first tower we see on the right. That's what throws us. It's the further down. Like on this side, I think.
And I've got both my chats pulled up right beside each other, so I should catch anybody on YouTube or Twitch. Yeah, those pebbles you pee out, Grando, they are supposed to hurt. Actually, it depends, right? Like, I am probably still passing stones that are probably just small. I actually think I'm almost always passing them. But when they're small, I don't really notice them. It's when they get stuck that it hurts. But
Witcher's trick has been doing me good, man. That vinegar and lime, or vinegar and lemon, either one.
Yep, that's what I did. Apple cider vinegar and lemon.
Yep, apple cider vinegar. We got the good stuff too. Like when I was first doing it, was like some stuff my wife really bought for cleaning purposes and laundry. Apparently, I don't really know. That's what she said.
And get odors out. Mm-hmm.
So I was using that, and it was rough. But then we bought some actual. It's not that bad. I wouldn't say it tastes good, but it's not brutal like the other.
Mm-hmm.
I drank so much that first time it actually damaged my mouth.
Ooh.
Oh, the white vinegar?
No, it was... Maybe I did do some white vinegar, actually, at one point. That might have been what did it. One of them did. My mouth was like super sore, and my tongue hurt, my gums were all hurting.
Yeah, you can burn it. Like a chemical burn.
Yeah, it was like a chemical burn. The girl at Popeyes asked me how many. I said a dozen. She said, you mean 12. That's about right. That's about right. It's about Popeye's level of training, yes. Is this game still a grindy slog, or is it better? It's much better, Rompy. It is. They've added solo quests now that you can do at the boards, which me and Bounty just noticed, or Bounty noticed and told me about it. They show up on your map. There's bulletin boards all over every zone. You can go to these and get quests. And that helps because you turn it in, you get an XP boost. Plus, they made 3 Chevron mobs give way better experience, like noticeably better. And I think it feels pretty good. It's still a long journey, but I do think it feels a lot better. It seems like most of the community is agreeing with that. I'm going to bed late. I just made myself delicious dinner. That's freedom. That is freedom. Absolutely. I'm having trouble deciding between this and Enshrouded. Enshrouded's a good game. I guess it really just comes down to what do you crave more? Do you crave a survival type or an MMO, right? Because Enshrouded will not fill your MMO appetite, right? So I guess that's what it comes down to. I would personally choose Embers, just because I like Enshrouded, but I'm not addicted to it like I am Embers. That's my personal preference, is certainly Embers. If you do get Embers, make sure you use my link, because it does help the channel. I've got an affiliate. Let me drop it here in the chats for everybody while I'm zoning in here. I've got it in the description over on YouTube. If you use my link, it's only $30. This game does not require a subscription. But if you do decide to get the subscription, it's only $10. You do get some really cool perks with that. And Grandor Reaper said, I feel like I beat Enshrouded, got nothing left to do. Yeah, this is a very long-term, you know what I mean? Like, and what's cool about it is, you know, if you're having a rough month, you don't want to throw down that $10 for a sub, it doesn't matter. You can still play. I generally don't like survival games, but I'm also burnt out from playing WoW and MMOs, so hard to pick. This is very different than WoW. Very different. You know who I caught playing World of Warcraft, catching up?
Eloa?
No. But
I caught her earlier.
I caught this person on retail.
Oh, I play some dirty retail, so I can't.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the retail. I'm not judging this person. I'm not judging them. I just found it interesting.
Joppa?
No. I don't know. I'd be a little upset if I seen that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd be like, get back to work. What are you doing?
That's right. Yeah, you're only a developer.
Oh my gosh, he can't play MMOs now until he creates.
Yeah,
That's
he
right.
needs to get more in progress, and he can play some games. No, it was a minus. He's catching up. He was.
Oh well, he really liked WoW.
Yeah, he played it back in the day a lot. Yeah, I think he wants to try out what the raids are like these days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely
I think he'll like him.
That is definitely the feel it has. Rompy reminds me of old EverQuest. Is that relatable? Definitely, yeah. Gives you some feels. It's very different. Like, it's very unique to itself, but it definitely gives those old school vibes of like EverQuest or something. Is this the way?
Oh, I hope I have
think
food
so.
and stuff. Yes, I do. Okay.
Oh, I didn't get food.
I
got a few.
Yeah, I have some.
I've got a little bit too if you need them. Oh, never mind. My food is level 30. I guess not.
Flexing that food. Level 30.
That's that elite food.
Mm-hmm.
Caviar. Grey Poupon.
It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't have any ramen.
That's right. I don't eat that peasant food.
Oh, guess what, guys? My daughter got suspended from school.
Why?
So...
Did Cannibal Dad?
No. I was afraid because I had made that snack that people call crack. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's just like, we use graham crackers. Some people use regular crackers. It doesn't sound good what I'm about to say, but actually is a really good cheap snack. It's crackers. I use graham crackers. You make your own toffee by melting, butter and brown sugar, and you spread that over the graham crackers. Then you put chocolate. I used white chocolate because I can't do chocolate. Sprinkle the chips over top. You melt it. Bam, you eat it. And they call it crack. Because then you break it apart. You crack it apart. It's a really old snack. But in any case, I made some, and she was like, can I bring this to school? Make a joke, like, hey, I'm going to hand out some crack. And I was like, can if you want to. You just got to be careful, right? You don't want the drug dogs coming down sniffing you and stuff. I thought it had to do with that. But it turned out that there was, my daughter, she's 13. She's right in there, and that, where things get a little nasty sometimes at school. She's probably not going to tell me the full story. Some girls she didn't like. Her friend said, hey, it was lunchtime. This girl did something we don't like or whatever. It would be funny if you threw ketchup on her, okay?
Oh, no.
So my daughter went and got a big old cup of ketchup, okay? And on her way back, I'm telling you what she told me, okay? She really was just getting the ketchup for her fries, okay? This is what she told me. And then she's walking back, and she just happens to legitimately trip. But while she was tripping, she did tell me that she saw it as a good opportunity, and she went ahead and threw the ketchup on her. So she's suspended.
So she's trying to get rid of the premeditated part.
Yeah, well, she said that she did do it on purpose, but she really wasn't going to.
Mm-hmm.
She really did just need a giant cup of ketchup for her fries.
Giant cup.
But when she accidentally fell, she said, during that split second, she was like, well, I'm already here. I might as well go ahead and throw the ketchup.
Oh, boy.
How long is she suspended for?
Till Wednesday.
Was that like a week?
Yeah, about a week.
Or was it? Yeah.
Or, well, I guess only 2 days, really. Today's Friday.
Oh, it happened today, I see.
Yeah, it happened today. So, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, obviously we're like, you should feel bad. You probably hurt that girl's feelings. You know what I mean? Like, that was embarrassing for her. You should feel bad. Yada, yada.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she's got her mom in her. Her mom is really nice. My wife is very nice. Winter's very nice. But revenge, yeah. She's all about that. She's all about that revenge life. So, kind of, and I am a little bit, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not a big deal. You know what I mean? But for all we know, that really hurt that little girl's feelings. For all we know,
Yeah, depending on the status of that girl, she could have been an outsider,
Yeah,
she could have been
right.
Poor,
That's
something
right.
like that.
That's right. That's what I was thinking of. Like, I don't know the situation.
And that's horrible.
But it
if
could
she's
be
like some
bad.
snotty girl who, got some ketchup thrown on her, that's not as bad. But
yeah.
Still bad, but yeah.
You
know what I mean.
Did she know her, that girl?
She used to be friends with her.
Oh.
I don't know. Something happened.
Yeah.
And they're so dramatic about everything that I don't know how, you know what I mean? How real all the, we only hear one side of every story, so. Yeah, it is this is a cool shield, definitely. Yeah, they suspended her for that, man. I mean, we're not talking about she squirted a little ketchup on her. This was a dunking. You know what I mean? This was a lot of ketchup.
Was it like, did it stain her clothes?
I mean, my wife said that that's not a big deal, but that's what I thought.
Well, if I was that other girl's mom, I'd probably want to see some sort of repercussions.
Yeah. And she's definitely going to apologize. She actually does feel bad for doing it now. Like, legitimately, she feels bad. Like, and I was like, well, don't call her, don't text her, nothing yet. You need to give it a day or two to chill. She's pissed. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Don't just leave her alone. Give it a couple of days, and then you know you need to give her a genuine apology, not like a I'm sorry, and then walk. Like, you need to really let her know you're sorry, that you really wish you wouldn't have done that, etc. Oh yeah, I've done way worse at her age too. Yeah, of course. We used to, our favorite little prank was, what did we call that? We had a name for it. It's where you put glitter on your hand, and you slap somebody across the face, and then they got glitter on their face the rest of the day. We had a name for that. I don't remember what that was called.
Hmm.
We mostly did that to our own friends, though. You know what I mean? That we wouldn't like hunt down our enemy and do it. It was like that was something we did amongst friends, you know.
Who needs enemies, right?
Yeah. No, I never did the powder. We did the glitter just because it was funny that they'd have to walk around with glitter on their face all day.
I think I got off pretty lucky. When I was young, I was pretty cute, and so the boys didn't bully me, and I had enough of a temper that the girls didn't bully me.
Yeah.
So I kind of just got to live my life and, you know, hang with who I wanted. But I always felt really bad for the kids that got bullied.
Wait, which comment by Sparrow were you laughing at, Ella? I've got to know which one. Yeah, good old glitter face. I swear we had a name, like we called it something when we did that. I know that when I graduated, it was a weird time in the world. Things started getting weird. I didn't ever do this, but I remember there was a lot of boys who. It became a sign that you were tough if you walked around with a pacifier in your mouth.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's logical.
And it was like, wow.
Wow.
They would literally, like, be sucking on their pacifier all day. It was like a lot of, like, the football players and stuff like that were doing it. And it was like, oh my gosh, this has gotta be stupid as hell. Why are you doing that? Yeah, that was really big at my school. Yeah.
Wow.
That meant you were tough. That was a sign you were tough. Dead serious.
I hope you're really tough, because people would make fun of you, and you better be able to back that
I
up.
think that's why they did it. Like, I dare you to say something.
Yeah.
Oh no, they were all doing it, Grand Reaper. I wasn't lied to. They were doing it. It was a thing. And they would get really girly ones too. I mean,
What school did you go to?
that was now that wasn't at the school I met Steve at. That was at the school. It was in Tennessee. It was called Science Hill, a really, really big school. It used to be a college.
You sure it wasn't a prison?
They could have been doing X-Men. I kind of doubt it though. I don't think so. That might have been later.
Brownie, you call school prison anyway.
Yes. Same thing.
The school bus drives by and he's like, "Oh, look at the prison bus." Like, oh my gosh, it's horrible.
She did. She tried to do a drive-by saucing. Live Ryan, thanks for the super chat.
Maybe it was the temper comment. Why I didn't get picked on?
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
Life of Ryan says, we used to convince kids in high school to meet out on a dirt road in the middle of orange groves to fight. Half the school would be out there until half the police force showed up and chased us all.
We would get chased by the cops just by having bush parties and drinking underage.
Yeah. Well, Steve, one time when we were in high school, you know, the problem in high school, which, by the way, you should not drink until you're legal age.
That's right.
I'm going to say that
That's
first.
really stupid, too.
It's really dumb. But, you know, we were trying to find somewhere that we could, you know, drink some beer for the weekend or whatever. And Steve was like, bro, we should just come to my house. I got the perfect spot. You know, it's perfect. So we went over to Steve's house, and he takes us, like, not far from his house. It's nighttime, and it's like, we go through some houses and down to, like, a little creek or crick, depending on where you're from. And, you know, there's some houses pretty close by, but we're not too far. You know, we're far enough away that, you know, we weren't too worried about it. And he said it was cool that, you know, we could be as loud as we want and all that stuff. So we're drinking, we're acting a fool. And then, like, Steve, in the middle of the night, he's like, yeah, this is the sheriff's backyard. And so we ran for our lives.
Wow.
Literally, Steve literally brought us to the sheriff's backyard to underage drink.
Steve.
Not a wise decision.
Go, 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 go.
Thank you, Life of Ryan. We would lay palmetto sticks on the road, which sounds exactly like a tire. Your tire blew up. Cops never found us in the woods. We like the banana in the tailpipe, so your car won't start. That was one of our favorites. And then getting the aluminum foil on the railroad crossings to make the little ding, ding, ding come down.
Oh my gosh.
This is why the people started watching their children more, because of Gen Xers like us.
We were the final generation to not be watched carefully.
That's right.
Experiment over.
Dude, when I was a little kid, we found out how to make bombs with toilet cleaner. Not like explosion, but like gas bombs, I guess. They would blow up. What did we do? It was like toilet cleaner and aluminum foil or something we mixed together and then run away. And the bottle would get real big and then boom, and then all kinds of gas would come out of it.
Wow.
We'd like go set up our old like G.I. Joe figurines and then blow them up. But it wouldn't. What's really messed up about that is then we would go retrieve the G.I. Joes, and they probably had some kind of horrible toxic... Yeah, hydrofolic acid, that's it, yep. Oh, dead fish. We did a lot of pranks with dead fish. We would go ask for them, you could get them for free at Walmart. Just like, hey, can I have all your dead fish? And they'd be like, sure. And then we would, if somebody had their window down, we would hide them under their seat.
Wouldn't they know? So they're like arming teenage boys with dead fish.
I know. Like, no good is going to come of this, obviously.
No, obviously.
Different times.
Apparently.
Yeah, we used to do it all the time. We'd go there and ask for the dead fish.
What's a little dead fish between friends?
Maybe they were doing drugs at the pacifier. That was, let's see, I went to that school for 9th grade. It was only my freshman year, actually, because by 10th grade I had moved to the school that I met Steve at. Maybe because I was a freshman, I didn't realize maybe they were doing drugs.
Again, that wouldn't be weird for our generation.
It didn't seem like the crowd to be doing drugs, though. But, you know, in high school, they just started, so maybe it's just hard to tell.
Oh, you ran out of the heal. Where'd you go? Is there a fire? Oh no, it was just a light.
When I moved, I never saw it again, though. They didn't do that at any point at the school I went to, the 10th through 12th grade. I didn't see that ever again. It was just at that one school I saw it a lot. When I was a teen living in Colorado, my friends and I filled a guy's convertible with fertilizer, and then when he left the top down, he was an asshat. Dude, I rocked a chain on my wallet until, like, not that long ago, but I wouldn't even say I did it for style. I just got sick of losing my wallet, to be honest. And so it would always be on my pants, you know? Steve had Jinko jeans. I didn't like that. I had baggy jeans, but not Jinko style. That looked too annoying to me. You know what I mean? They're too big. It looked like it'd be annoying. And I cannot stand. One of the worst things that could possibly happen to me is the bottom of my pants getting wet, and I can feel it on my skin. I hate that feeling, dude. Nasty old muddy bottoms of your pants because it's raining and it's slapping. Oh, so I would have never done Jinkos because that would have absolutely made me just go ballistic. I would have just been in my underwear at school because I wouldn't have took that. Yeah, and ever since I quit wearing the chain, just because, you know, I'm freaking 40, so, you know, just felt like it was, can't really do that anymore. I lose my wallet all the time. Again.
Switch to a fanny pack.
I have a wife now. So she always knows where my wallet is. I didn't mean that like she's, you know, I didn't mean that like she's trying to get my money because I ain't got none. I just meant she knows where all my stuff is. Grandma Reaper says, I got sick of getting laid so much, so I retired the chain. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, there might be a chest by that rat.
Oh, you were really skinny. You were using the Jinko to look bigger. Interesting.
Apparently, if you kill a rat, it has a chance to pop a chest.
Yeah.
That's what Ella was saying.
Yeah. What's up, Muujin?
Hey, Muujin.
Yeah, Grandor Reaper was like, ladies, I need a break. Can't take this chain wallet off. I think the most shocking thing about my daughter getting in trouble today was that she said that she thought we were going to kill her. You know, that classic kids, like, I thought you guys were going to kill me when you found out. You know, they don't actually mean kill. They just mean, like, I think
be in big trouble.
I think that shocked me the most because, like, I remember feeling that way, but my parents did not play around very much. You know what I mean? They weren't.
Right.
They didn't, like, you know, tell a lot of jokes and, you know. I think it kind of shocked me that she feels that way. Like we were going to actually, like what did she think we were going to do? I think sometimes when kids say that, it's the disappointment.
Yeah,
I remember that bothered me the
worst.
worst.
Feel about it.
Yeah. I remember that was the worst part of getting in trouble. When your parents found out, it was the disappointment, man. It made me feel like crap. And I was always worried that they'd tell my grandparents. And that my grandparents would think I was awful. And I was awful. Let's just be honest. Yeah, she felt bad. She genuinely feels bad for it. You know a kid feels bad for it if, especially my kids who don't like to sleep ever, but to force them to go to sleep. And after everything was said and done, we made dinner, and we were calling for her. She wasn't coming. We went, and she was, like, passed out of sleep, right? Like, it, like, drained her. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's how you know. At their age, when they have to get a real deep sleep going afterwards, it drained them. They feel guilty about it. No, she said that after, Corey. She wasn't trying to use this as an excuse so we go easy on her. This was after everything was over. You know what I mean? She just told us, she's like, I thought you guys were going to kill me.
Yeah, that probably means she knew it wasn't a good choice. If she thought she could just explain herself and you guys would be fine, then you'd know she wasn't up to anything. But if she was like, oh man, they're going to find out, they're going to kill me. She knew what she did.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. Yeah. Oh, nice. Your package came today. Nice. So now Monday's completely free. I was alone with the baby today. She was squalling, but I turned around and made eye contact, and she would smile. That's a good sign.
She wanted attention, yeah.
Yeah, that's all she wanted.
Babies are so stinking cute.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they have to be, you know, to survive.
Right, that's what we always said. It's like, God made him cute for a reason.
Yeah, that helps you get through it. That helps you get through the ridiculousness.
Yeah. The lack of sleep for months and months and months. And then one day you just get to sleep through the night.
Yeah, and then your kids are
magic.
like, why do you like to sleep so much? It's like,
Yeah.
bro, we
Making
haven't
up for lost time.
Yeah.
4 years since we got to sleep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and because we had them so close together, we had four kids, 5 and under. So we were not sleeping for a long time.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I'm making up for it. I'm having afternoon naps now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Mugen says it could have been gas. Right when you looked at her, she released.
Who did?
She's 5 months old. Last week started sleeping through the night. Very nice.
Yay.
We didn't have too much trouble with my daughter. Son was a little bit rambunctious. What's funny is my son was a crazy little kid. Like, wild and always in trouble and just insanity. But then he reached about 6. No, 5. He started school. That was it. Really doesn't get very much trouble at all.
Prison changes you.
My daughter was an angel. Until recently. Now she's starting to get in trouble. Normal kid trouble, though. Nothing that bad. Yeah, my son, when he was little, we used to be like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he would say, I want to be a robber. And, like, he wasn't joking. We'd be, like, in a restaurant, and he'd be like, they don't got very many cameras in here. I feel like this is one of the places I could get. We're like, what are you talking about? You're 4. Robbing is it's not a profession.
I mean, in New York, just go there. You won't get in trouble.
Or California.
Keep it under $1,000. I don't know if they have that in California.
I know. I've told this story 100 times, but he was 4 years old, and my wife was out of town, and I had him, and I had to go to work, so I would bring him to my parents' house when we lived in Louisiana, and I dropped him off, came to pick him up, and my dad was like, hey, he got in trouble today. They had this sweet little small dog, I mean, just the nicest dog in the world. He took the dog behind they had like a garden shed. He took him behind the shed and beat him with a waffle bat, like a little plastic waffle bat, right? And my dad caught him. So when my son, he's 4 years old, and we're in the car, and we're going home, and I was like, why did you do that? And he was like, he said, better him than me. That's what he said. We thought we were raising a serial killer. We were, like, super worried. We're like, this is something wrong with him. What is wrong with him? Better him than me. Like Like, what? It's a dog.
Who was gonna take you behind the shed?
Yeah, like the dog's gonna bring you back there and get you? What are you talking about?
Huh.
We were super worried about him.
And he said by 5 or 6 he turned it around.
Yeah, it was right when he started school. We were terrified about him going to school because he was awful. I mean, awful, man. You could give him like a piece of cake, and we learned you had to keep him at he could not even walk with it because he would find carpet, smash it, and smear it into the carpet. For no reason, just to be mean. He was mean.
Wow.
But then he started school, and he just immediately, like, we had our first teacher conference, and we were like, oh, boy. You know, like, God only knows what this woman's been through, you know? And she was like, he's my favorite student. He's always helping everybody in class, and he pays attention. He's very quiet, and he's just the best student I've had in all of my years of teaching. And I literally looked up at the paper, because I was like, she's talking about the wrong kid.
Yeah.
And then that was it.
Well, these are
After
smacking
that,
a lot harder now.
no problem with him. Even when he does something bad, he will immediately come tell us. He'll be like, hey, I messed up. Here's what I did. Help me get out of it. Kind of thing, you know?
Bail me out, Dad.
Yeah, what do I do? Because I did this, and here's why I did it, and help me. What do I do?
Yeah, Corey says California too, Bounty, so
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of businesses are pulling out. I can't blame them. I wouldn't want to brick and mortar in anywhere near like Los Angeles or any of that.
That didn't take a master's degree to figure out that was going to happen.
Right.
Yeah, these mole bears smack now that we got down here.
Yeah, these mole bears are rough.
I think I'll just kind of try and stay back and heal from back here.
We've got to fill up on Ember too. Forgot about it.
Ooh, right. Yeah, I did forget.
They're very stingy with the armor it drops, eh?
Yeah, they are. They're rare. They can drop on any of them, but they're rare. We only seen what the shoulder piece. I think is all
One
we've seen.
piece last time, right?
Good salves though.
They're my level, so they're level 27. Yeah, a lot of us are 27, 25, 25. That's why they're hitting so hard. Nathan's 35. Should be able to take those hits.
Yeah, some of them, their special claw move, whatever it's called, gets me pretty good. They do it fairly often.
Mm-hmm. So this is the main room where they spawn?
Yeah, I think they can spawn a couple other tunnels, I thought, though. But yeah, that's the main area. Oh yeah, maybe we did clear it out. Let's see. Just going down that way, maybe I'll find some.
Isn't it named down there sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah. If we get that named, I'm going to pop a king potion. Because he hits it real hard. And he comes with ads sometimes, is the scary part. Okay, I just did a quick Google search, and it says that less than $950 is still petty theft, and anything over is grand theft. Yeah, we had an issue one time where someone had stolen, I don't remember how much, but, I mean, it was a decent chunk of change for a small business, you know. And we called the police because we had them on video, you know, all that. And they were just basically like, yeah, nothing's going to happen, you know. Like, obviously he's going to get fired, but, like, the police were like, we can't do nothing about it. It's not enough money. It's like, stealing is okay sometimes? What? You're not going to do nothing? And something else, I watched a little documentary the other night about
Idiocracy?
No, but I did see that not too long ago. It was about HR departments, right? And even though I gotta admit I knew this was true because I worked in corporate and I've seen the corporate side of things. So I guess I knew it was true. I just didn't really think about it, I guess, what it all meant. But, like, it was basically saying, like, the HR's, like, you know, when you get hired into a company, right, HR, almost all of them are going to say they're going to say, like, oh, we got an open door policy, you know, we're here to help the employees, blah, 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 all that typical stuff. But they don't. You know what I mean? And they really don't. They're there to protect the company from you. Yeah. Right? So, like, when and I know this is true, I remember this exact situation happening. If you complain to HR, okay, and they'll say, like, oh, you know, we'll keep you anonymous, right? They don't. They immediately call the person you complained about, unless it's, like, another person on your same level, right? Like a peer, like, does the same job as you. But if you're complaining about somebody above you, they will call that person immediately and tell them, and their supervisor, to start an investigation, which the investigation is to save the company, not you. It's, you know, to protect them in case they get sued. So they'll start building a case against you.
Yeah.
Right. They'll probably tell them to make sure they're documenting everything, and if they have,
And then they'll start filing a file against you to make you look bad, right? So they'll start making a case that you're a bad employee. And that way,
late.
Yep, you're late. You know, suddenly you're going to get targeted. You know, even though they'll say we have an anti-retaliation, you know, system here at this workplace, no retaliations. Oh no, they're going to retaliate.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
And it really is super dirty. And even though I'd seen that side of it and I knew it was dirty, etc., I'd never really thought about, like, I don't know, when I was involved in it, it felt different. I never worked in HR, but I had to deal with them, you know what I mean? They would call me and have to do investigations, etc. And, you know, I just kind of, at the time, felt like the person that they were telling me to do these kind of things to get this information on, etc., that they really were bad. You know what I mean? Like, that they really were trying to screw over the company, etc. But after I watched that documentary, I started thinking a bunch of those situations. I was like, you know what? They probably were making a legitimate complaint. And I just, you know what I mean? I didn't know the person or the situation. I would be sent, like, to another, and that's what they do, right? They would get me to go to a district that wasn't mine, right? So I didn't know these people. I have no attachment to them. I don't know nothing about them. So, of course, I'm going to be a little colder. And also, I'm not going to notice that this is actually kind of screwed up what I'm doing. You know what I mean? It's really interesting and screwed up. I just want to share that because I want people to know that. That's very important to know.
Look how they treat every whistleblower. They turn him into the criminal.
Yeah.
Even though they say they have, you know, whistleblower policies and everything else. But
no,
not until it really happens and it's against the company.
Yeah.
Or department.
Texas is anything less than $2,500 is only a misdemeanor. Huh. Same in Wisconsin. Well, dang.
Now you know your son wasn't off.
Yeah. I guess he was. I'm not going to tell him that he was right, but.
Yeah. Just keep it under $24.99.
Yeah. Well, it's got a big new TV sitting back here tomorrow. You guys will know
Yeah,
what
it's
happened.
crazy.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Now, is that sale price or list price?
Yeah.
After taxes
Yeah, back
in
when-
California.
Yeah, look, I stole this. It was on sale, though.
Yeah.
It was worth $22,499.
Right. You forgot to add the tax. Sorry.
That's the loophole.
Yeah, is this tax included? Need to know what my limitation, how far up I can go.
Can't we all just agree that stealing is wrong? And then, when it gets before the judge, if there's extenuating circumstances and the person, had no way beyond stealing to, say, feed themselves or something, then an exception could be made. But, don't take stuff that isn't yours.
Yeah, you
Seems
don't
basic.
you don't need a TV to survive the world, right?
Right.
Food, I mean, I think that's kind of sad. When people have to steal food, that's sad. That's a sign of a crappy system we're living in.
Well, I'll share a little something. Is that I grew up like that, where very poor, and my mom got caught for stealing ground beef to feed us.
That's sad.
It is. So I know that there's reasons to steal, but the laws have to say don't just go and steal. Like TVs
have to.
and clothes and come on.
Yeah, we can't even say well, it's okay if it's food, because then nobody would pay for food. Well, not many people would pay for food in that case. An entire grocery store's got a business, and et cetera. So you got to have a law for it, but at the same time, go before a judge. Mm-hmm. That's supposedly why we have a judicial system, is so that those weird situations can be dealt with appropriately.
Right, case by case.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like that's what happens most of the time, but I think that's what it was designed to be like.
Yep.
That's the theory.
In real life,
for my mom's case, they didn't even, the store owner just said to drop it. He took the stuff back and was like, no, I'm not pressing any charges.
Yeah.
And it was it.
Should have gave the beef too, in my opinion. I would have. I'd have been like, well, you know what? We're not allowed to put this back on the shelf anyway, so go and take the beef.
Well, you also wouldn't want her to come back next week,
I guess not.
right?
See, there's a situation like that where it's like, back in the day, the person running the store probably owned the store. You know what I mean? Where it'd be like a family business that was supposed to help.
Yeah.
That is one of the advantages. There's not many, but that's one of the few, is that, when I was a manager of a mechanical shop, right? I knew my budget. I knew what I could spend. I knew what I needed to do to make profit, etc. So, I made sure I was profitable enough, because we're doing our job right, that when a situation happened that was our fault, and if somebody got screwed, I could afford to treat them properly, right? Don't worry, we're going to fix it, right? We got you. Or a couple of random small situations, like an old lady, her alternator went out in our shop. It's not what she was there for. It just happened to go out right in front of her face, and she was crying because she didn't have no money to afford to put a new alternator in. She didn't have no family nearby, and little old lady. And I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's free. We're just going to take care of you, And if I owned the business, though, right, and every penny was mine, right, I don't know for sure I would have been as generous as I was. I'm just being honest. But because it technically wasn't my money, I'm still going to make the same amount of money, whether I help people or not. You know what I'm saying? I was able to do that. And I do think that is one of the few advantages of, the owner has nothing to, they're not there, is sometimes you get some nice things out of that deal. Because they don't see it, you don't see it as, it's not your money. You know what I mean? So you're more willing to do stuff like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, a lot of charities, most of the money gets absorbed through administrative. I want to say that some of them, though, people attack, and they're not looking at it the right way, right? Like Children's Hospital, I've seen online people being like, oh my gosh, 90% of when you donate to Children's doesn't even go to kids. Do you know why? Because that 90% goes to pay for the doctors, the staff at the hospital, the equipment. Do you realize it, like,
works for free?
Yeah,
Right.
like, sure,
expensive.
it doesn't all go to the kids because it goes to help things the kids need to live
Right.
or get better. So sometimes you got to watch that when people attack a company. You know, like, yeah, sure, it's not going to children, but it's going to things in the hospital. And they have really good doctors. I don't know if you guys know that, but Children's Hospital gets, like, some of the world's best. They go do it for, like, almost philanthropy after they made tons of money. Some really good doctors would just be like, okay, I've made my money. I'm not going to get rich. I'm still going to get paid. They're not going to get rich working at Children's Hospital, but I'm going to give something back. And they'll have, like, really high-quality surgeons and everything. It's actually, Children's Hospital, bro, I will absolutely say nothing but nice things about them the rest of my life. They saved my son's life, didn't charge us a freaking dime. They actually gave us a paycheck because my son did a commercial for them.
Wow.
And they solved the problem like that. We had them in hospitals for a year, regular hospitals, and nothing. It was just getting worse and worse and worse and worse. We thought he was going to die. Like, we really was at the point where, like, he's just slowly dying. And then we took him to Children's. Dude, we were out of that hospital in 2 weeks. And he was 100. We never went back to the hospital for that particular problem ever again. And that he was young. Now he's he's 16.
And is this St. Jude's Children's Hospital or something?
That's
else?
where we were. We were at St. Jude's for a year. And they did not help at all. I think they were seriously just collecting that money, and they were just going to let it go as long as it had to go until he died. I really do. And then as soon as you brought him to Children's, bam, fixed. I mean, immediately in New
Where's
Orleans.
Children? New Orleans. Okay.
Yeah, Children's Hospital, New Orleans. Fixed him immediately. They immediately brought him in. They checked out his files. They're like, we think we know what's going on. Fixed. No surgery. Just different medication. He immediately started eating again. He started being healthier, started feeling better, got his energy back. Bam, we were out of the hospital. That was it. Now, I'm not talking about St. Jude's, but I will talk about the St. Jude's of Baton Rouge. Garbage. Don't go there. They were nice, but I swear they were just going to let him die.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of doctors just, I don't know, they're not very effective. Like Bounty remembers, I don't remember much of it because I was in and out of consciousness, but just doctors were standing at the door of my room watching me go in and out of consciousness, not wanting to come in because I wasn't their patient and they didn't want to touch me and they couldn't figure out what was going on because there was drug interactions with the epidural and epinephrine, and my heart rate and blood pressure were like at opposite ends.
Ew.
So they couldn't give me anything because it would affect the other one in a negative way. And they just literally stood there watching me till the drugs wore off.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Like outside the room in the door, kind of just like looking in. Like, jeez.
Some charities spend 98% of donations on commercial advertising. Yeah, I think the weirdest one is, I think unless they've changed, the weirdest one for charity has to be the one that's breast cancer awareness, right? Because it's like, I thought the money went to help, like, find a solution to breast cancer. No, the money just goes to make more awareness for breast cancer. Like, none of the money goes to actually research to solve the problem for operations. Yeah, the breast, the little pink ribbons and all that. Literally just to make more pink ribbons and get more staff and more... I don't know what. It does not a single dime goes to actual research or anything.
Weird.
It's really weird. Because I used to support that one because I love boobies. I don't want no boobies to have to suffer out there in the world, you know? That was one of my favorite ones to give to. Children's Hospital, and that one was all... But then I found that out. I was like, well, never mind. I'm not... What? We know! Who doesn't know about breast cancer? Everybody knows now. So, job accomplished. How about start putting the money towards research to try to solve the problem now?
Right.
Nine out of 10 doctors admitted the money was the primary reason for becoming a doctor. Sure, yeah. Yeah. Not shocking at all. Testicle cancer is the most common. I did not know that. Breast cancer is the second
for
most
men.
likely.
I
think they mean for all humans. Like, all humans first is, I would assume, because it'd be silly if... I guess can men get breast cancer? Why not? We got breasts.
Yes,
okay.
they absolutely can.
Okay, so maybe that's why. But women cannot get testicle cancer.
Right.
However. So maybe...
Well, we're careful with that.
Yeah, you'll get canceled, Nathan.
Might want to change that subject.
I'm not afraid to say that. If you want to cancel me for that, that's fine. That's fine. Women cannot get testicular cancer. Okay, I'll die on that hill.
So you know,
Sorry,
apparently, testicular injuries in women's sports have skyrocketed in the last 5 years.
Bounty, you're not helping.
Sorry. It's a stat.
Sorry, Nathan. I got big balls.
Yeah, I'm not going to go too deep into the subject, but I will admit that I was scrolling on my phone. This is a while back, probably a year ago, something like that. I was scrolling through my phone, and this article, I see this article, like from a respectable, you know, I don't remember who it was, but, you know, somebody that really does report news, okay? And it said, first man to get pregnant. And I'm not even going to lie, it scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh, no. Please, dear God, no. Please, no. And I clicked the article, I was like, oh, phew. It's not possible, still, for me. You know what I mean? It scared the crap out of me. I was like, no, don't start this.
Yeah.
Maybe he was abducted by aliens.
That's what I was thinking. I thought maybe something really, really weird went down. I was like, oh, no. No.
Ooh, that would be a good horror story one. That's why there's an increase of men getting pregnant because of
aliens. Looks. You think this game looks like EverQuest 2?
Those nasty aliens do horrible things to you.
I watched Fire in the Sky.
That's a really good movie. That's probably my favorite one.
X-Files.
What was the one in Alaska? That one?
That was
scared
like
the crap out of me.
the one that was filmed kind of like it was a documentary kind of thing. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be based on a true
Yeah.
story. Yeah, that was the best one, probably. To be honest, I don't remember
What was
the
it
name
called,
of it.
though? Yeah.
I was asking chat the other day if they knew what movie that was. I don't remember, but we watched it. And that's probably the scariest and most like the way that it supposedly really is. Oh, that was a good one.
Because it was so.
They had real footage from like a sheriff's car cam, like dash cam.
Yeah, yep.
They
Luke!
used that in the movie. Ooh,
Luke, now you're a member. Thank you very much. Thank you for your support, man. We're going to do a little puppet dance for that.
Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club, yeah, we turn the club to a freak
Thank you, Luke. Welcome to the family, brother.
No strings attached.
I got no strings on me.
Ooh. That's a lot of armor. I think I'm...
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a lot of armor. Is that good for you, Nathan?
I don't think so. I'm going to be honest. I've just gotten used to just greeting everything, so I didn't even look. But I doubt it. I doubt it.
It's 36 armor class armor for Greaves.
Wow, I might actually need on that because if I replace the one I have, it'll be 2 extra points of weight for a ton more armor.
Wow, that is good armor. That's
go
really
ahead,
good.
eh?
So Shin drops some good stuff, it turns out.
Let's see here. Is that it? Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the creepiest things. I should do a video on that. The cases of doctors removing objects from people after alleged abductions is most intriguing. Yeah, and all over the world, they've retrieved these objects, and when they do testing on it, basically it just comes out as it's a meteorite. But these have, like, markings on them, and they've been placed surgically much better than we can do with our technology. Like, in organs and tissue, and it's pretty creepy. And then when some of these people don't even know they've been abducted or whatever, but all the cases where the patient has allowed them to do the little hypnotic thing that they do, that psychosis treatment or whatever it is, where they can recall memories or whatever,
Hypnosis?
under hypnosis, they've found out that they were all abducted. So that's some creepy stuff, yeah, for sure.
Yep. Now I gotta figure out what that's called. Nobody die while I'm Googling. The
Nope.
fourth kind?
The
Was
fourth
that it?
kind, was that what it was called?
Um,
I'm gonna look. Let's see if it looks familiar.
sounds like it. Blurs the line between fact and fiction.
Yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was
Fourth
thinking
kind.
about. Pseudo documentary.
Yep. Totally creepy.
Yeah, that's a really creepy one. If you want to watch a real scary movie about aliens, that's probably the best one ever made.
Because it's really showing it from the angle that, like, it's demonic possession.
Yep. Yep.
Well, they show the ship in the sky, though.
Yeah, they do, but I'm saying the interaction with the humans, it's very, like, demonic possession, very scary. That's what gives you that creeps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and,
Well, and it's supposed to be true.
and that area in
Well, yeah.
Alaska has so much screwed up crap going on all the time. I mean, it is just a hot spot of creepy, that area that it takes place in.
Anchorage, I think. Like
Anchorage,
that area.
that area, yeah, yeah.
Oh, Nome. Sorry, Nome, Alaska.
some food and drink.
Oh, right. I'm out too. Good call out.
You think that's where life may have originated, a meteor striking Earth? I've read into that theory. Yep. Obviously, everybody knows I don't believe that, but, you know. Will you be able to tell the difference among extraterrestrials, interdimensional entities, holograms, and all of them are here at the same time? Probably not. Probably not, man. My dad always told me all growing up that I would live to see aliens being known. And I think he might be right. Like, I think we might barely get to see it. I've got a whole video about what I believe about aliens on my horror channel. Not to be confused with my other channel.
Questionable
my
channel.
Questionable channel. I'm still trying to get permission from the wife to start. Speaking of which, I think Steve completed his Purge City album. I think he's going to release a physical version of it. I think he got everything on there. I'll make a few appearances on some of the songs. 75% of educated theologians believe Genesis tells the story of two creations. Yes, a lot of theologians these days, which I totally disagree with, but they think that Genesis is it's metaphoric. It's not literal. I take it for literal, but a lot of people don't, and it's very popular. Here's the deal: when something starts to get popular, I probably don't believe it.
Right.
Like
Good chance.
if I go to a church and there's too many people there, it's probably not a good church. That's the way I look at it. Like, people don't want to hear the real truth. You know what I mean? They want a little fantasy mixed in there, something that's going to make their life better, you know, or something like that.
Usually they just want to think they're doing okay.
Or they want to think they're okay, they're a good person.
Yeah, they don't have to try hard and everything. It's like prosperity gospel.
Prosperity, that's what most people are after. And it's like, well...
Yeah, that's what fills the pews.
Yeah, it's like, well, you know what? That's not what I believe.
Suffering is part of life.
Mm-hmm. I think it's self-evident that is not the case. Like, you had some of those television evangelists who were like, literally, you weren't allowed to park in good parking spots unless you had that year car. Because if you couldn't afford that year car, then obviously you're not a good Christian.
Wow.
Like, that is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, there's more good Christian people in Ethiopia than America. So explain that.
Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the continent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in China, where they're persecuted.
Yep. They want milk, not bread. Yeah.
Ah, I like that. That's accurate.
Yeah, more people, I would agree with that, Corey. Even more people think Revelations is. And I don't know how I feel about that. I'm not even going to lie. I don't even know about Revelation. It's even if it was literal, it would still be confusing.
Four shots.
Oh, snap. Ancient Mire. All right. King's Potion
Can
popped.
we take it?
I don't know.
Vote to find out. I can't heal you. RZ
stay back if your health gets low.
Yeah, I'm going to stay back. Yeah, I'm going to go with the bow. One less person to heal.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Sparrow's mana still looks pretty good. We maybe. I'll drop potions every once in a while, too, to help.
I gotta get close to you to heal you, and then they whack me. And my AoE heal has a long respawn, so everybody's kind of got to be careful.
I'm out of stamina, but I should be okay for... I'm gonna save it for heals.
I'm almost out of stamina now.
Oh boy. I've still got about a minute before I can do my heal. I've got 20 seconds for a potion. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Oh! He's at 25%. Yeah, maybe run. If you can. Got me back up, but I won't probably be able to get back aggro. I can just smack him a few times. Yeah, if you can run him, run him. Yep.
I don't know where to run them to. I'll just lose my bag.
I don't know. You kite him?
Yeah, maybe if you can kite him. Taking a potion. Soon I'll be able to grab aggro. I'm going to grab him back for a second. He'll kill me quickly, but that might buy us time to do some more damage. Shoot.
Hang on, hang on, hang on.
Oh, he just switched to somebody else. That's kind of good.
Yeah, me.
Okay, I'm going to peel him back off of you.
Yep. I stand so low.
Hilarious strategy. All right, he's at 10%.
No, so are you. I got no mana.
Oh, he switched, he switched, he switched.
No, I gotta sit.
Oh, yeah, we're going to barely not be able to do this.
Oh, dang.
Dang it. Oh, so close. You got him down to 9%.
Kite him. Kite him.
I pulled him on me, but he will kill me.
Kite him, run faster.
He's at 6%. Oh my gosh,
crap.
we almost got him.
Crap.
Thank you, Life Ryan, for that big super chat, brother.
Go,
I'm all down here.
Here's something interesting to imagine. How many galaxies there are in the observable universe? Imagine a galaxy being a leaf on a tree. Now imagine a forest as dense as the Amazon spanning the entire continent of Africa. Yeah. It is wild, dude. It really is. It's humbling. Are we seriously going to pull this off?
I have no idea. Who's up right now? Bounty code.
Bounty's kiting
He's just
him.
running. Yeah.
If I get up, then I can just follow him and hit him. And I won't get aggro until somebody's about to die. And we can probably finish him that way. I can do some pretty decent damage on him.
He's healing. Like, he's
Slowly.
regenerating health.
Yep. He was at 9. He's up to 11.
He took me out.
Okay, I'm up. If you give me a second, and I'll start whacking him.
Unfortunately, he's gaining health.
Yeah. Once I get on him, that won't happen no more. Alright, here we go. He'll kill me quickly, though. I'm going to drop a heal on myself. Oh my gosh, so bad.
No! I thought he was on you. Crap. Still on me?
Yeah.
Can't tell.
I can pull him anytime, though.
Mm.
Well, now I'm at him.
I
Stamina.
was trying to heal.
Maybe we can't beat him, because we really aren't killing him fast enough.
Yeah, we're not hitting him.
I'm going to
now.
pull him on me for a second. I got a potion, too. Okay, we got him back down to 8. That's the lowest we got him. I'm about to go down, though. Oh,
No,
oh,
no,
I
no,
almost
no,
got a
no,
heal.
no.
Oh, who'd he get on?
Me.
He's on Shnua. I'm pulling him back on me because he's on you now, Sparrow. I'm going to do my big heal. Oh, no, I can't. I'm out of stamina. Crap. Okay, 4%. Oh, my gosh. This is the hardest boss fight I've ever had in this entire game.
Is he off of me? I can't. I don't want to stop
Oh,
running. Bounty, is he
1%.
off of me?
Oh, 0. Somebody just hit him.
Oh my gosh.
Got him. Got him. Good job. This feels like a raid boss.
That was a raid boss for us.
It was
Oh,
nuts.
good job.
We learned the mechanics.
Oh my gosh. Run like mad.
That was crazy. Wow.
All right, what do you get?
Encrusted Great
It's a
Helm. Oh, it's a
quest.
quest item. Anyone need that?
I'm not gonna, because I probably won't do it.
Oh my gosh. That was epic.
Oh.
Yeah, I have no idea what quest that's for. Grime Encrusted Great Helm.
Yeah, Life Around, that was a really good analogy.
Oh,
And what's crazy is it's actually more vast than even that. That would still only be like a portion of it. Or that would only be the observable part.
I think, yeah, Shanu, you said you needed that for your quest.
We should head back to a fire, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have to yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Never give up, never surrender. Can I hug you live on stream Monday, Nathan? Yeah, dude. After a
Who's
victory.
that?
Mugen. Because Mugen's coming over to my house Monday and we're going to do a stream together of Retro Night.
Aw. That's so sweet.
And we're going to smoke cigars and piss my wife off. Don't worry, Mugen. She won't make you feel uncomfortable. She'll wait until you're gone. And be like, why did you do that? She won't make you feel uncomfortable. She'll act like it's fine. It's worth it, though. It's worth it to smoke some cigars, play some retro games on the stream. We got to. And it wouldn't be the first time either. I've done it before. I've smoked cigars up here and pissed her off before.
And I can't lie, with that fight, when I was running around trying to away from that goo, I was holding the shift key.
The game does do it to you. The old Pantheon will get you holding that shift key. When you're worried.
Help it.
Looking for your like, where's my stamina at? I can't tell if I'm running out.
Exactly. I'm like, where is it? Where is it? Wrong game.
Is everybody with us? We didn't leave somebody behind, did we?
I don't know.
It looked like when Zap... Okay, never mind. There they are. It looked like when they talked, they were far away. There's more than we've observed, yeah. How much more, we don't know, yeah. Got some cherry honey cigars, and they will smell so good. She will thank you. I think they smell good, and everybody in the house thinks they smell good except for my wife. She's the only one that says it don't smell good.
I used to love when my dad smoked the pipe.
Yeah, pipes. Everybody agrees that pipes are good.
Mm-hmm.
Pipes smell good.
And cherry wood was the best, yeah.
Yeah, cherry wood.
Mm-hmm.
So good. It seems like if I've got that sitting there, I'm reading a book, bro. I don't know why. A book and that smell just seems to go hand in hand for me.
Your intelligence goes up by 10.
It feels like it, doesn't it? Doesn't it feel like you get a little smarter?
Mm-hmm.
What's a little mouth cancer if you get to smell that nice smell?
All right.
And be smarter for...
Just don't do it all the time. You'll be okay, I would think. My grandfather used to smoke cherry honey pipe tobacco. Everyone would compliment him on his cologne. Yeah. So true. And they taste good, too. Yeah, I agree. I smoked a pipe for a little while when I was younger. The only reason I quit is because I was young. I was like 20, 21, maybe. Somewhere in that round. And people would see the pipe and think that I was like they would think it was for something else. And it got annoying. I was just too young to smoke a pipe. People didn't believe me.
Well, I should be able to tell by the smell.
They thought that was a cover-up, I think. Like, oh, yeah, burn a little tobacco in here. Great try, buddy.
Wacky tobacco.
Yeah, exactly, Peace Dog. I tried to roll my own cigarettes at one point, too, and it was the same thing. I would get pulled over. I think it's just tobacco. Like, well, you gotta understand, you're young and got a rolled up thing you smoking out in the open. I was like, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah, my parents had those little, like, sliding machines and the shove the tobacco into the little tube cigarette thing.
That's what I did.
They'd make their own.
Or that's what I ended up doing. You could buy the little tubes, the little empty tubes, is that what you're talking about? And then use that little thing.
Yeah, it slides like the
like pushes it in.
Yeah.
I ended up doing that because I got sick of the people blaming me for it. Then it looks like like a store-bought cigarette. But I was using the really old school one that looks like a piece of... It was like two rollers with a piece of fabric around them, and that was just for like regular. You put a paper in it, and that looks like a joint. It looks like a professional joint when you're done. I'm not sitting here acting like I never did the things, but not a lot. I never did them a lot. I never became like I was never a pothead or anything like that.
Same.
I was always too interested in doing something creative in it, and I couldn't do that if I was high. I mean, I could, but it wasn't the same. Yeah, and I would get paranoid too. I would get real paranoid. I'd be thinking about crazy stuff. And then I wouldn't get nothing done. I would just be laying there thinking about something stupid for 4 hours. And when I came back to normal, I'd be pissed off. Like, oh my gosh! I could have been doing something actually fun. I just laid here thinking about something that turns out it was stupid. I thought it was cool at the time.
A quick AFK for me.
All right, sounds good. Oh, you're the treasurer of your church. Congratulations, Grando Reaper. My great-grandma... Dude, they used to be good at it, dude. My great-grandma used to roll her own cigarettes, and they looked nice. Hey, Nathan, do you know the date when the free trial starts? No, I don't think they've announced that yet. If they have, I don't believe they've announced it yet. But, they did say there's one coming. I'll definitely be talking about it when we find out when it is. My wife is joining the choir at our church.
Cool.
She can actually sing good.
Oh yeah, the songs you feature her on are really good. Medicated Man.
Yeah. Yeah. That one.
Sing that in church?
No, probably not. We'll see. You never know. One of the most terrifying things that ever happened to me, Grand Reaper, in church was I went in, Sunday morning, the pastor was greeting everybody, and when we walked up, he said to me, I watched your stream last night. Now remember, this is Sunday. So the stream before that would have been Saturday night, and it was a cringe pony. And I was like, oh boy. Oh boy. That's all he said. Imagine having to go to church where your pastor saw you do cringe pony the night before.
Yeah. And he didn't ask for like donation to keep his mouth shut.
That'd be funny if he had the little what do they call it? The little plate.
Yeah.
If he was like, I watched your stream last night. If you want to
keep things under down low.
That'd have been hilarious.
Extortion.
No, it wasn't that one, Peace Dog. It was a while. This happened a while back. It was during season 3. I can't remember which episode it was. He knew the rules of cringe pony. Yeah, he never spoke about it again. That's all he said. He just said, I saw your stream last night. And I think I said all of it, and he said, yeah. I was like, oh.
I took some pointers for the homily.
Needless to say, the next Saturday's cringe, because this one I was doing it every week, it was a little more toned down.
That's funny.
You got it out of your system, I guess. It was a build-up.
Yeah.
I smoked from age 13 or 14 until 28.
Cigarettes?
Yep.
Yeah. Wait, so really young, you said? Around 12 or so?
13, 14, somewhere in there.
Till you were 28?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You don't miss them at all now, right?
No, but sometimes I'll smell it and be like, oh, that smells good.
Yeah. I smoked cigarettes, started at the age of 20, for no freaking reason. And then I couldn't count how long, like, that thing where people, I haven't smoked a cigarette in 73 months. That did not work for me when I would try to quit. I'd be like, there's 2 weeks. It just, man, it made it so much worse. So I didn't even document when I quit, because it took a few attempts. So I really don't know, but it's been at least 3, maybe 4 years since I smoked a cigarette. Now, I will smoke a cigar very rarely, usually only once a year. I'm going to make an exception. Well, I haven't smoked one this year, so this can be my once a year. And I hadn't smoked a cigar since not last Christmas. It just happened, but the one before that was the last time I smoked a cigar. Because I do like tobacco. Like, I legitimately like it. So I have to be careful.
I liked it when I smoked.
Yeah. I'm a fan. Like, I really think tobacco has good uses. The problem is that it is very addictive, and you end up using it more than you need it. I think if it wasn't so addictive and people just could smoke when they're super stressed, it could be medicinal. But unfortunately, it's so addictive that that's probably not going to happen. You're going to be smoking a lot more than you need it.
Plus all the garbage they put in it. I bet you it was really different natural tobacco that people used to smoke.
Yeah. Agreed.
Compared to all the crap they put in it now.
100%.
When you say tobacco, that's not a cigarette. Cigarette has like nothing.
It's almost no tobacco, yeah.
There's so much poison and chemicals and crap in it that you're not smoking tobacco. You're smoking all that other crap that's killing you.
Yep.
So you're right. If you just had pure tobacco and just rolled it and had it once in a while, it would not nearly be as bad.
And the filter, man. I believed that there was some research, I don't even remember, but it was saying that the filters, you know, you're slowly but surely, you're pulling in little pieces of the cotton into your lungs, and your lungs can't do nothing about it. Like, it's just going to make a mess in your lungs. And I actually believe that. I think the filters are actually worse than anything else.
Really?
I don't know. Those filters, I'd see them afterwards, and they caught a lot of crap.
Oh, they do. But what it's saying is tiny little particles of cotton are also getting sucked into your lungs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think they did their job because I started doing filter free because of that cotton theory. You know what I mean? So I would buy, I think it was Lucky Strikes. I can't remember the name of the brand. There's a brand that was that you could find commonly that had no filters, and bro, that deepened my voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is serious.
Grew hair on your chest?
Because it still has all the crap in it. It's not like it was better tobacco. It was still, you know,
right.
chemical crap. Ooh. It was crazy. That was when I finally was like, okay, I just gotta quit. I've tried to be a healthy smoker. It's just not possible, you know?
No. That's why I quit. Even though I liked smoking and it did help me relax and all that stuff, it's so bad for you.
Now, me and Steve did the, what's the name of that brand? Steve might still smoke them. Natural Spirit, is that the name? Which doesn't have, at least at that time, it was natural. It was just tobacco, and you can tell the difference. It was a cleaner, you know, tobacco. It tasted better. They're more expensive, but we did smoke those American Spirits. Thank you. That's what they're called, American Spirits. You know, and those are good cigarettes. If you're gonna smoke, and you don't want to do the chemicals, unless it's changed, because they did get bought out by a major brand. So double check if that's even accurate anymore, but it's better. But it's still bad for you. I mean, just all that, it's still bad. This is the only reason I was able to quit. I switched to that. Uh-oh, we got the Puppet Dancer Guild. We did one earlier, so we're going to do the Puppet Dance too. I've got the new ones. I just got to get them uploaded. But here we go, Puppet Dance. What's up, Dillo? Almost at 50% to level 36. Oh, clove cigarettes. I do remember those, yeah. I always like to smell those.
Yeah, I quit. I think it was 2002 that I quit.
Oh, wow.
The beginning of 2002.
And you quit cold turkey, too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you used to smoke, Bounty?
No, I tried it, and I felt the pull so strongly that I'm like, oh crap, I better not even continue to like mess around with it, because I felt the pull just after like one or two.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just really like the social aspect of smoking, to be honest.
Yeah, having a coffee with my girlfriend or talking on the phone or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Always made me want to smoke.
Now, if I'm asking questions that makes anybody uncomfortable, just say no. Okay, or whatever.
Shut your trap.
But did you and Bounty getting together have anything to do? Like, how long were y'all together before you quit? Did that have anything to do with it?
It helped me stay quit, but I had already been trying to quit.
Gotcha.
Before we started dating.
Gotcha.
Yep. But it was definitely a positive. Like, he totally was supportive and all that kind of stuff, so. But it probably been, I don't know, maybe a couple months I was trying to quit before we were dating.
But you were still smoking when we were dating.
Right.
Yes. And then I remember like June, you decided to quit, and then you just quit for since then.
Gulo says he hit 49 on Snoo Snoo and 33 on Unobtainium, who is his striker class. Good luck to y'all in Undercroft. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Wow.
Congrats on the dings.
Yeah, big congrats.
49.
About to hit 50. Another 50. This will be a second one.
Wow.
I don't think I'll live long enough to hit 50.
Dude, and he didn't start playing until June of last year. That's wild.
We play too many MMOs. This is the
Yeah,
problem.
And we don't play it like religiously enough.
Yeah. Because we're playing other things.
Yeah.
Okay, which one are we on?
I don't know. I'm just healing.
Oh, there's only one up.
Steve said, look at the size of the dings on that one. That one's got a lot of dings.
Ding envy.
I finally was able to stop after I started dating my non-smoking ex-wife. Yeah, I think it definitely helped that my wife didn't smoke, because I was dating smokers, obviously.
Yeah.
Up until my wife.
If the other is smoking, there's no way one can quit.
It's really hard, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Lets you quit together, but that's hard, you know.
Ooh, then then you're on each other's throats.
And for a long time there, my wife, she really wanted me to quit. Obviously, she hated the smell and, you know, etc. So she always wanted me to, but I would quit for a while. But, dude, I would get so freaking angry. I would become such an a-hole that she would sometimes go buy the cigarettes. And just be like, here, dang, smoke.
Yeah, it's hard.
Like, I've become a genuine jerk. And I didn't think I was being a jerk, though. To me, it seemed totally like I was the reasonable one. You know what I mean? I feel like I was being reasonable.
Yeah, addictions are a powerful thing.
Yeah. I'd be like, this has nothing to do with cigarettes. I just hate it when you take the Fruity Pebbles and you don't wrap up the bag. You just put it back in the box.
Bounty and I noticed when we were doing like strict carnivore.
Yeah.
One time we'd have like some sort of carb or bread or something, and we would become total jerks.
Really?
Yeah, it would just change our mood immediately, like within 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird how that stuff works.
Diet is very much part of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steve, it does help. We do need to find Steve a non-smoker girlfriend. It helps a lot because it's not, here's the thing about, in my opinion, you'll never quit smoking because somebody else wants you to. However, because they don't smoke,
yes,
it does help you if you have to want to quit. Like I tried to be like, I'm going to quit for my daughter, my freaking daughter. Right? And I couldn't do it for that. That's wild, but I couldn't. I had to actually be like, I don't actually want to smoke anymore. I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Oh, even...
But I cheat. I mean, look at this, right? I'm still getting my nicotine. It was a super easy not smoke no more. Because as soon as my brain, it took a while, but as soon as my brain realized this is where it gets nicotine from, and it's not a cigarette, and you can buy these at any gas station, that's the other trick. The big fancy vapes, that didn't work for me because my coil would die, or I'd run out of liquid. It'd be middle of the night. There ain't no vape shops open. Well, guess what? I'm gonna go buy a pack of cigarettes until I can get a new coil or what. Dude, that would have never worked for me. I had to buy something cheap like this that available all gas stations. There's no reason. Gas stations are open. No reason to buy cigarettes. And as soon as my brain realized this is where nicotine comes from, I actually hate cigarettes. I don't like the smell. I don't like nothing about them. I could smoke one. I wouldn't even like it. I actually literally don't want one. Because my brain now says this is where you get that from. That's why it worked for me. And Steve knows I'm rough with stuff, right? Like, I drop stuff. I'm rough. I break things. So, like, these are cheap. So, like, if I break one, no big deal. It costs $5 for another of the unit. It's way cheaper than smoking. These things last 2 to 3 days of smoking it nonstop. And I immediately started, my lungs started cleaning out a month or two after I started doing it. You know, I coughed all that crap out of my lungs. I go to the doctor. Doctor says my lungs look perfect, except for a scar from pneumonia that I had at some point. So it's legit. I know some people say vape's even worse than smoking. They are so full. That's an idiot says that. That is super not true, bro. Like, if you already have a pre-existing lung problem, vaping isn't for you. If your only lung problem is that you smoke cigarettes, vaping is okay. And all the research on nicotine is bad for you is from like 1890. They won't let it be published. There's been very few research done on nicotine itself since then. And the only guy who self-funded and did it found out that nicotine is like caffeine. Has very minimal effects on your body at all.
I'd only believe that with cigarettes if that's the only thing that was in it.
If there's the only thing in it, it's not. It's not on cigarettes.
Yeah, they got like 80 different chemicals in it. It's horrible.
It's true.
Including formaldehyde.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can make your own vape juice, so you know exactly what's in it. It's not even that difficult.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's only a few ingredients. Super easy to make. I have the whole kit downstairs. I don't do it because, once again, I can't have a fancy vape thing. I'll break it. The coil goes bad. I don't like the maintenance. I just need to, I want my nicotine and that's it. So I don't really do it, but I could. I got all the stuff. A few random chemicals. It is a few random chemicals, but you can look up all of it. It's used in inhalers and pretty common stuff. Nicotine is the most dangerous thing that's in it. And like I say, I'm not convinced that nicotine's all that bad for you. Compared to what's in this purple soda, for example.
I'm drinking Diet Dr. Pepper, so... That crap's got chemicals.
That is probably the best diet drink in the world, though. As far as taste.
Delicious.
Yeah. It actually tastes good. That's the only diet drink I will drink. Diet Dr. Pepper tastes good. Diet Coke? Oh! What kind of abomination?
I drink Diet Coke sometimes. Usually if it's like McDonald's soda, fountain drink, then it's Diet Pop. But I haven't had that in ages because I'm not eating McDonald's, so...
When I drink Diet Coke, I am in shock of the taste. Now, what was the one? Steve drank a Coke, I think, that was something else. Was it Coke
like
Zero?
Coke Zero.
And that one's not too bad.
Yeah, I think they use what is that called? The sugar derivative.
The good one, the one everybody likes. I know what you're talking about. It actually does taste pretty good.
Is it sucralose? Or is that something else?
I don't know. There's one of them that, like, they actually haven't found anything bad about it yet. It's been around for quite a while, too. I would know it if I heard it.
Oh. It starts with an S as well?
I think so. They call it a sweetener.
Yes. You can get it in, like, grocery stores.
Yeah, it's very common, yeah. There was a recent study about how bad the fake sugar was, and they included that one when they published, and the company's like, whoa, bro, none of what you're saying is true about our product. Like, the company, it might be stevia. Maybe that is it.
Stevia, yeah. I just Googled, too.
And they had to remove it from the paper because they actually hadn't, it wasn't true. They lied. They're like, we will sue, sue your butt off. Like, you are a liar. That stuff is not true about our product. And they took it out. They fixed it real quick. Yeah, stevia. It's perfect for you, Steve.
You want to learn some, like, conspiracy theory stuff? Look up, like, where all our food dietary recommendations and stuff come from.
I have seen that. I have seen that.
It's actually religiously based.
Seventh-day Adventists.
That's right.
Yep, I know all about that. You guys, I think, are the ones that pointed me to that documentary.
Yes. And they believe that meat makes you basically lustful.
Yeah, it makes you
horny.
Yeah, makes you horny.
Yeah. Because I just died.
It makes you primal.
Yeah, yeah. So that's where all the meat is bad, and
Kill it.
we're wiping.
Yep. 4%. Come on, Harzy.
Oh man.
You got him. You got him. Oh, Shanua was up too. Good job, guys. Good job.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
Those things hit hard.
Yeah, dude, they'll get you. That sounds like a bonus.
Yeah, right? Like, meat makes you healthy.
And listen, I'm not talking bad about Seventh-day Adventists. My family on my mom's side are all Seventh-day Adventists. I grew up around that. I've been to a Seventh-day Adventist church. I'm not talking crap about them. But they
can
are
believe what they
responsible
wanna
for a lot of our what's good for you.
Yes.
They've decided that for you.
Their schools are like Seventh-day Adventists, the dietitians' schools and stuff. They're all Seventh-day Adventists, the big ones anyway.
Yeah, and once again, we're not
Dr.
saying they're all
Kellogg's.
evil or nothing.
No.
We're just stating what it is.
Right. No, they can believe what they want to believe.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't want to follow that particular religion. I have my own, and I'm not taking my dietary recommendations from
theologians.
that. Right, exactly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're telling me about God, not about diet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the whole thing about cholesterol
Mulberry
and meat being
smolders.
bad for you. That's
yeah.
all brought to you by the sugar company.
Yep.
Yep, bought and paid for studies to say that sugar is just empty calories. That was actually a step up from being bad for you. It's just empty calories, but meat will make your cholesterol high.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my dad eats nothing but meat and meat byproducts. So milk, cheese, meat. No bread, no vegetables, no fruit, meat all day. My dad will eat 2 pounds of bacon every morning. He just eats so much meat, it is ungodly. Now, he has his own farm, so he has access to his own fresh meat. I've got to mention that. But his cholesterol's down. He's perfectly healthy. The only thing wrong with my dad is he got in an accident at where he worked and literally was thrown from a train. And so his back is broke. It busted all his vertebrae all the way down. Besides that, which has nothing to do with diet, he is as healthy as he has ever been, and he's been doing that for over 20 years. So they're lying to you. They are absolutely lying to you. He is so, and he down salt. He will grab salt and pour it down his throat when he's working out on the farm. Pour it down his throat.
Yeah.
And then drink a bunch of water.
Yeah, Mr. C. Dr. Kellogg was a Seventh-day Adventist.
He sure was.
And that's why he was all about the cereals and the grains, and because meat was sinful.
Once again, not talking bad about Seventh-day Adventists.
No.
My whole
Love you guys.
mom's side of the family, and they're wonderful people. I love them to death. My grandma on that side just passed recently. I love them. No problem with them. But it is still true, regardless of that.
Yes.
I just gotta be careful. People are like, oh, he hates Seventh-day Adventists. Like, no.
No, not at all.
And as far as even the religion goes, technically they are right. The Sabbath is on Saturday. That's their big thing. That is true. The other Christians that aren't Seventh-day Adventists have the Lord's Day, which is Sunday, which is actually different. But if you, it doesn't matter. You want to do it on Saturday, that's fine. You want to do it on Sunday, that's fine.
Do it on Wednesday. I don't care.
Yeah, do it on Wednesday, whenever you can. Honestly, it doesn't matter. And I can prove that biblically. Jesus said, I am the Sabbath.
Yeah. And the Sabbath was for man.
Yeah.
Not man, or the Sabbath
Was made for man, not man for the Sabbath.
Right. Yep. Kellogg was a little crazy, to be fair. Well, I would also say that you got to be a little crazy, especially at that time, to start a budding business like he did and pull it off. And the whole history of Kellogg is pretty wild. It's a pretty, it wasn't just a straightforward, some guy started a company named Kellogg. It was pretty, I don't remember all the details. I just remember it was pretty twisted. There was some stabbing in the back and all kinds of weird stuff going on.
We got people separating. I don't know.
I think we're just following the polar. Because I'm on autopilot.
Okay.
This should be a good place to stand, though, right here in the middle. So you can pull easier. I don't think anything spawns here. And I love cereal, also, I'd like to say.
Oh, our oldest loves cereal.
My kids do, too. Cereal was a big deal to 80s kids.
Mm-hmm. Only we could never afford
whoa.
the cool ones.
Whoa. Let's see, what's my phone? Thought I said something. Oh, I can't pull it up. I want to see what old Siri thought I was doing.
Because you said cereal.
Oh, you guys remember something freaky? So we were in the living room, and my daughter there was a potato randomly laying in the living room, right? Just a raw potato. And I was like, what, why is this potato here? And she's like, I don't know what to do with this, but this is exactly what she said. She said, I don't know what to do with this potato. The dog's been chewing on it, right? And I was like, well, throw it away if the dog's chewing on it. So we sat there a little while longer. Now, keep in mind, this whole time, the PS5 was on, and we had watched one of my videos on my horror channel, on YouTube on there, on the big TV, right? So it was just sitting there, okay? We looked back up, maybe 20 minutes later, and all the YouTube recommendations was like potato recipes. It heard her say, I don't know what to do with this potato. And it told her some things you can do with the potato.
Oh my god.
Literally changed. We didn't like reload the page, you know what I mean? That's obviously not the recommendations that were there before.
Crazy. The world we live in now.
Yeah.
And we do it to ourselves.
Yeah.
Crazy. For convenience. Yeah, if those Apple things weren't so stupid expensive, I'd be all over that.
Apple things?
The new ones.
Oh, the
goggles.
augmented reality thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look cool. Not even gonna lie.
It's not worth that amount of money for
Heck
me,
no.
but looks really fun.
Yeah, that technology's gonna get really cool. Microsoft was working on one. Do you guys remember that? I forget what they called it. It was a long time ago.
Google was doing those Google glasses or whatever.
Yeah. Yep, the Google glasses. And Microsoft had one too. I forget what they were calling theirs. The Google glasses and Microsoft's, whatever it's called. Me and Steve were super hyped for it. Like, we were like talking about the possibilities and...
Imagine the corn you can watch on that.
Yeah. The corn situation is going to get wild.
Not the corn again. So Seventh-day Adventists, isn't it?
Yeah.
They love their corn.
See, I think vegetables make you horny. The corn.
Really?
Yeah, the corn.
Oh, the corn.
Yeah, I think that's the unhealthy stuff.
You're probably right.
I'm sure they'd agree with you.
It's the corn.
It's worse than meat.
I could look at meat all day, nothing. Look at corn, dude.
Well, it depends on the meat.
And it makes you abuse meat.
Makes you abuse the meat, yeah. Makes you violent.
Yep.
Plant Man would rather you eat meat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Plant Man's, he doesn't like seeing his brothers and sisters die out here.
That's why they're so toxic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've been trying hard ever since Christmas to get back to full carnivore, and I've yet to do it. I'm keto still, but
She's a Cheetovore.
with Cheeto.
Cheetovore. Now that's a diet I could do. The Cheeto diet.
Yeah, like today I had some mixed nuts and some cheese crisps. Now the nuts are definitely not carnivore. The cheese crisps are fine, but there's always something in the day that I have that is not carnivore.
Steve does keto.
But still doing good. Yeah, I think keto is just kind of good for everyone, honestly.
I went to go buy a bag of Doritos the other day. $7.
What?
$7 for one
Were
bag.
you like at a gas station or
No,
something?
it was at the grocery store.
Were you
Oh my
in like
gosh.
Disney or something?
So I didn't buy it. I was like, I'm not
No,
spending
that's
$7 for a
crazy.
bag of Doritos. I'm literally gonna eat in an hour. Like, I'm disgusting. I will eat that. I was planning on it. I was playing Final Fantasy. I was like, I'm gonna go buy a bag of Doritos. I'm gonna eat the whole bag like immediately.
Can you remember when we used to buy big bags of chips for 99 cents?
Yeah.
99 cents, yeah. And then it was
That's
like
how I grew up.
$1.19 forever. It stayed
Yeah.
$1.19 forever.
$7?
Now you guys sound old.
Yeah.
Back in my day, I bought something for a nickel.
For a nickel.
Gasoline! I remember being pissed when it went over $1.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody, including us, we're struggling with grocery bills and
Yeah, it's rough,
electricity
rough.
bills, and it's just rough right now.
It's ridiculous.
Yep, we're struggling, but everybody's struggling.
Did you guys see that McDonald's in Colorado, I think it was, that it went viral because people are taking pictures, putting it up on the internet? Big Mac meal, $18.
What?
Big Mac. A Big Mac.
What?
Where was
Big Mac
that?
meal. I think it was in Colorado. It's like one location that
Was it like
was franchised, by the way. But it caused such an uproar that McDonald's is actually talking about they're going to have to slide their prices back, like they've been losing business. It's like, well, I guess you have, McDonald's, because let me tell you something. Your food ain't good. Nobody thinks your food is actually good. We ate there because it was cheap.
It was good
because it
for
was
the
cheap.
price.
Right,
Yeah.
it was best bang
Yeah.
for your buck.
Yeah, for $1, you could go get a cheeseburger.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we went there. Like, nobody went there like, you know what, I'm in the mood for something real delicious.
I could get a steak for $15.
I know,
If
yeah.
I shop around. I'm not going to pay $18 for a Big Mac.
Yeah, McDonald's lost the way, dude.
Well, I don't want to go into that.
Yeah. Happy thoughts.
I'll skip that.
It's kind of like White Castles also. You know, they used to have like 25-cent sliders, and now they're almost $1. It's like,
Yeah.
dude.
Yep. I ate White Castle freezer burgers. You know what I'm talking about? You can buy the White Castle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They taste good enough. They're super
Oh,
close.
they're very close. Very close.
I'm a fan of those. I ate that right before the stream, actually.
But they're not cheap anymore.
They're not
like-
cheap. You only get like
No.
6, which you normally, that would be one meal if you were at the place, probably.
Like, if you want cheese on it and something else, they're like over $1 each.
Each for
Ridiculous.
that little
Yeah.
guy?
Well, I think so. It's like if you buy, 3 or 4 of them, you're paying $4.99 for a meal with 4 sliders.
It might have been New York, Luke Hansen. I'm not sure. I thought I'd read it. Maybe it's like Colorado Street. I could have sworn I saw Colorado on the thing.
Well, that kind of goes into what I was trying to avoid, but this isn't too bad. Is that depending on where you're at for like minimum wage jobs and stuff, I mean, you can't up how much people are paying
That's
for
true.
work
Well, obviously, yeah.
without prices going up.
Yeah.
So if you're in a place like, I don't know, California, New York, wherever the minimum wage is really high,
Yeah.
then your cost of living and food is going to be really high because they're just going to charge more. They're not going to take the L.
Yeah. It's true.
So-
they have to, yeah, the money has to come from somewhere, you know?
Right.
And it's going to come from you, the consumer.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is like a company can't take huge losses year over year. So either they're going to have to take huge losses, which is going to, people are going to get fired. You know what I mean? Thousands of people are going to get fired if they start taking losses, right? To get back profitable again. So they got no choice. They have to charge the consumer more. Business is not pretty. It's not pretty. You know, and I know there's which, you know, I'm not saying I don't disagree with this 100% because I think there are many cases where it's outrageous. But in most cases, CEOs, for example, it's like the new thing, like CEOs take it out of their money. Let's really break this down, okay? And I'm talking about in most cases. CEOs typically make a few $100,000 a year, okay? But let's go up a notch. Just say they make $1 million a year, okay? So let's say they've got, you know, if they're making $1 million, they've got a big company a year. So let's say they have 10,000 employees, okay? who were on the, what do you call that? A more no skill coming into the job, right? Like you taught them how to do that job on the job site, right? So say they have 10,000 of them. Somebody run the math for me. How much money would it take to give them a $4 raise? How much would he have to lose? So what's 4 times 10? Well, we can do that in our head. 4 times 10,000 is $40,000. Okay, so he would literally have to take $40,000 out of his own check in order to give that $40,000 out to them. Now that doesn't include extra additional prices that they have to pay for even paying that person more, taxes, etc. So $40,000 out of his check to pay everybody $4 more per hour. Okay,
that's for one check.
That's for one
not
check.
For the year.
Yeah, that's for one check. And so now let's take 40,000 times that by
52.
By 52. Well, he wouldn't make no money. He'd be broke. He'd be out on the streets, right? So people are like, oh, well, they could just take it out. You're not seeing the full picture of how much that actually costs. You know what I mean? You're just seeing it as it's just a couple of bucks, but you're not realizing how many people that couple of bucks has to go out to.
Yeah, that's $2 million a year.
That's $2 million a year. So not only all of his money, but also an additional $1 million, right? And it's probably worse. That's just... It's just silly. The money its price are going to go up. You pay people more, price is going to go up. It's simple.
Yeah. And there's no illusion of scarcity going on. Our shelves are empty. A lot of the times we've gone in, there's 0 eggs on the shelf, or there's 0 milk in the fridges. Like, it's nuts. That's there's actual scarcity.
Yeah.
In the stores, we're saying.
In the stores that we're going to. So now you got to go around looking at different stores and driving around, spending money on gas. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, agreed. As a business owner, no one ever gets the additional costs in running a business. Yeah. But, I was trying to break it down away, like, what people are spouting and what people are saying doesn't make sense. Like, that's not how it is. So, we just did simple math there, and it wasn't enough. Literally, all of his paycheck wasn't enough.
Math is hard.
I'd also like to mention that a CEO of a company who's doing good works his ass off. Also, we have this weird theory that they don't do anything.
40-hour weeks.
Yeah, they don't work no 40 hours and go home and take weekends off. They are at it 24/7, or else their company would fall apart.
Yeah, they're putting 80-hour weeks easily.
Yeah, now there are examples of CEOs that make like $7 billion or whatever. Like, obviously, there's going to be extremes. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, we're very quick to blame the guy at the top because he has a big salary, because he literally probably works 200 hours, literally all the hours of his life. And yeah, he makes a big paycheck. He has to set that paycheck, by the way. And if he's wrong about it, he could bottom out the company. So whatever he set his paycheck to, he's 4,000% expecting to make a lot more that will go into profit.
Yeah.
So, I just like to say that nobody ever defends the CEO. And I just, it's just silly. Everybody sees a very weird perspective of reality, it feels like.
Yeah. Well, and most businesses aren't these huge corporate businesses.
They don't make
It's mostly mom and pop shops and
right.
cell phone businesses that are getting wrecked.
Yep.
Because of all this garbage. So many have had to close in the last 3-4 years.
So true. Yeah, especially COVID. COVID really put the kibosh on a lot of small businesses.
Everyone was told it was going to wreck the economy. Like, that wasn't a secret.
Yeah.
So it was choices made. Sucks.
The real payment, Steve, is the friends you made along the way. I really hope... yeah, that's true. I really hope that Embers is doing okay money-wise. I do, too. They don't seem to be panicking or anything, so I hope so. I worry about them, too. Never a shortage of chrono. Coincidence? Yeah, Steve owns his company. Small business. He ain't no millionaire. I wish he was, though.
And you could say, a millionaire. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Then he'd have a real castle. I'd be like, going over to Steven's Magic Castle for streaming next week, guys.
That'd be cool.
That would be so cool.
We wanted, our dream was that if we got rich, we wanted to build a trailer park where there was a castle built out of trailers in the middle, and we were the kings of the trailer park. That's what we wanted to do.
As a teenager, I was convinced I was gonna just go run off in the woods and live off the grid and just me and my dog.
Yeah.
I was out.
I'm gonna be honest. That sounds cool, but I would never ever actually want to do it. I'm addicted to technology, 100%.
I would have 100% done it in my 20s.
If we lived in a fantasy world where there was like, you know, where I was a warrior and there was like you could kill like evil creatures and somehow get money from them dying, you know what I'm saying? Now that would be ideal for me.
Sparrow has fiber now. She's hooked.
Yeah. I'm sold.
Bounty finally, he took the wilderness out of Sparrow with the fiber.
Yeah, he tamed the sparrow. It only took 21 years, but he managed.
Achievement earned.
That's kind of what we want to do, Haunting. We wanted to like stack a bunch of trailers on top of each other and like also like make a big like square out of trailers welded together, right? And then also set some of the trailers the wrong way to be 4 towers on each side of it. You see what I'm saying?
Sounds like something Player One that where they had all the like trailers stacked up on.
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like that. That's what we wanted to do.
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to charge everybody that lived there super, like, almost nothing for rent. But they had to use ladders and slides to enter and exit, and, like, they'd have to come out for our addresses in the morning where we would come out on our balcony of our trailer and, like, address the community. And everybody'd have to dress a certain way, and there'd be all kinds of... It'd be a really weird cult.
Like Princess Bride King going out on the balcony.
Yeah.
We are gathered here.
Yeah, it'd be medieval themed, yes. But with mullets.
Knowledge
is what brings us together today. Love. Sorry. We have to watch that movie. It's been too long, Bounty.
We own it.
I know. We've watched it many times, but it's been a while.
I'm not going to give my opinion on that movie. Everybody got pissed at me last time. What's up, Drake?
Oh, that's right. Nathan's...
Oh, I forgot. We can't be friends because of that.
I mean,
right.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I said I don't want to watch it again. I don't like movies that much. You got to know that I don't like movies that much. Like, I'm not a big movie guy.
So
I don't like most movies over and over. Like, they have to be really good.
You like The Mist,
but I don't
like The Princess Bride?
But I don't want to see The Mist again. I only watched it again so I could show it to my wife and mess her up.
How many times have you seen Princess Bride?
Once.
See? You saw The Mist twice.
But that was only to show my wife. Which I might watch it again to show my wife, but I think she's already seen it.
Has she seen Princess Bride?
I don't know. I have to ask her. I haven't thought about it.
You know, Valentine's is coming up.
That'd be a good one for Valentine's Day. Oh, thank you, Grand Reaper, for the super chat, man. Thank you. PSA, next Nintendo Direct is expected to announce the next console. Review your payment info to pre-order vendors in preparation.
What does that mean?
The Super Switch announcement.
Oh, yeah?
Probably.
Ooh.
And I think they will,
Our oldest is going to be about that.
They did such a good job with the Switch, dude. That was the best console.
He loves his Switch.
We have 4 of them.
What?
Yeah.
Do
we have 4 Switches. 5, actually.
We have 2.
What are you talking about?
We have 5 Switches.
Oh my gosh.
How many kids do you have?
Every kid has
4.
their own.
Yeah.
You know the Switch that's all contained? What is that one? The smaller one?
Yeah, the smaller one.
Yeah, that's still a Switch. It's 100% Switch.
It's a Switch. What is it called? A Switch. It's got a name. A Switch.
Yeah.
Something. I know what you're talking about.
And then our oldest bought himself the proper one that hooks up to the TV. But we have 5 switches.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I was thinking like the full Switch.
The handheld ones play the same games. They just don't hook up to the TV.
Right.
Yeah, my Switch got more action than any other console I bought since my kids were born. I played the crap out of it. They played the crap out of it. I mean, we absolutely were. And we have one. Yeah, Switch Lite. Yeah. We have one. And then I told my wife, I was like, hey, the kids, you know, like, they need 2 because they're kind of fighting over them, etc.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I was lying. I just wanted one.
That's awesome.
That's funny.
Is it that ESO game, Blades or something?
Yeah, that's
on the Switch. I really wanted that when it first came out on the Switch.
I only tried that when it first came out, and it wasn't even out yet. It was like the beta or whatever.
Yeah,
on the phone.
Yes, me too, on the phone.
But I've always been tempted by the Switch version, but I never tried it.
Me too. If I was still playing it, I would have. But it
was
delayed.
Too grindy for me.
It was delayed, and by the time it actually came out, I moved on to some other game.
Oh, looky there. Haunting says, The Mist is the greatest ending ever. And by greatest, he doesn't mean, like, the happiest.
If you're a psychopath.
He just means, like, for somebody to even think of that ending, dude, that came out of somebody's mind. It came out of Stephen King's mind. That's what's so crazy. Jail. He thought of that. Who thinks of that?
Crazy people.
That's why I'll forever say The Mist is an amazing movie, because the human mind had to think of something that depraved, you know?
Twisted. It's twisted.
It is, I agree. I told you that it had a twist, if you remember.
No.
Stephen Crane.
The Princess Bride is amazing.
Did I say Stephen Kang?
Kang.
Did I let my southern out for a visit? He pops out sometimes.
See, it didn't come from Stephen King because in his book it was a different ending. According
the
to,
director.
Just Let Me Play. Yeah, the director.
So the director was the depraved one. I didn't know that. Dude, to think of that ending, bro. I mean, I was just sitting there in shock after I seen it. I was just sat there watching the credits like, what?
Yeah.
Did I just see that?
I was pissed. It's like, that is the worst ending ever.
See, I respect it for just being so not what you do. You know what I mean? Like, just broke all the rules. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes rules are there for a reason.
Hey, at least it wasn't a dog in the car. That's all I gotta say.
Come on. Children.
I'm just saying. That would have pissed people off even worse.
Where'd we go? I just fell down. Oh, I guess that's where I was supposed to go.
Oh, that is who it was? I thought y'all were making fun of the way I said Stephen King. His name actually is Stephen Crane.
Oh.
I thought I just said, because I do that sometimes. I used to have a really thick southern accent. One day, I'm going to release a video of me as a kid playing Nintendo or something. You guys are going to hear me on there being like, that gum dad, this Mario's crazy.
That's great. Oh, geez, sorry.
Named.
Not. Yeah, where's...
he got stuck. I think he got stuck over there. It wasn't your fault. He got stuck.
Oh, okay.
They were confusing him and stuff. He couldn't get it back around the corner.
Feel like
that's who wrote that story? Mrs. from King, but I was naming another writer that does endings like that. Oh, okay.
I'm struggling to heal here, guys.
Sorry. All right, let's take a break. Oh, never mind, he's up.
Oh, I would not want that.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Grandel Reaper. You're going to hear me be like, Meemaw, watch this!
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Woo.
Yeah, he's not paying attention to me. Hang on. Let me do my force. I have to check him out then. I have to check him out if he writes some really crazy endings like that, because I like that. Isn't it more fun to buy physical games when they're on a cartridge?
Yes.
There's something about that, isn't it?
Things.
Isn't that
There
there's
is.
just something about it magical? I'm lazy, so I still don't, but I just want to get the game the second it comes out. You can do that with digital, you know? Like the very moment it's out, you can play it.
But I remember when the expansions used to come out on, you know, CDs or DVDs.
It was an
It was an
experience.
event.
Yes.
We would go out to the store. And,
That
you
was
know,
fun.
It was just
Because we'd pre-order it, and then we'd go to GameStop or wherever and have to pick it up.
And everybody there was a fan of that game because that's what they were
Yep,
there
yep.
for.
Mhm.
It was good.
everybody give a nudge and
I
a
miss
wink.
that.
I
And
got-
you can get cool stuff in your collector's editions,
Yeah.
like actual stuff. I have EQ2 stuff. I have... Bounty has a map from EQ1. Like, all kinds of crazy fun stuff you don't get with digital.
I got a signed copy of Skyrim on the PS3 the day that it came out
Wow.
because one of the devs, technically, I'll tell the full story in a second, was at the GameStop.
What?
But no, let me explain that because I'm making it sound a little cooler than it really was. He was the, or actually, this might be even cooler. It was the guy who won the contest they had where he got to design a monster and they would put it in the game.
Oh, okay.
He lived in, I don't know, somewhere around New Orleans, Louisiana. So when we went there, that just happened to be the one he was going to pick up his copy. And we realized it was him. I Googled it real quick to make sure he wasn't a liar. And, and then I got him to sign it.
So he's technically
I
a
don't
developer.
even remember what monster. You could probably Google it, though. I don't even remember. Of course, I knew at that time. But, you know, unfortunately, the last Elder Scrolls we got was Skyrim and proper single-player Elder Scrolls. And that was like, you know, 100 years ago. So I don't remember. If you'd have told me back then, on the day that I was picking up Skyrim, that we wouldn't get another game in the
your
Elder
lifetime?
Scrolls, yeah, I wouldn't have believed you. I would have 100% been like, yeah, right, bro. These are
Just
like,
wait 3 years.
yeah, wait 3 years. We'll be getting another one.
Yeah.
And
That's got to be the stupidest thing in all of gaming, is that we're still waiting for the next Elder Scrolls. It's unbelievable how much money they made. And that they didn't immediately get to work.
yeah, there's got to be a story to there. Maybe ESO was the reason they stopped. I don't know.
Does Bethesda really make that, though? I think they just
I don't
publish
know.
it. I think
I don't know.
whatever they're called makes that game.
Daybreak?
Yeah, worse than Daybreak. Or equal. Equal, sorry. Equal.
10 cents.
Not as bad as Tencent, I don't believe. In my opinion. Not that bad. Going there, though. On their way. Starfield and Todd's ego happened. Yes, Fallout. Sometimes I wish they wouldn't have bought the Fallout license. It's not that I don't like Fallout, I just wish somebody else would have got it. Wish some other company would have got Fallout, not Bethesda.
Sorry, I was answering a response on my video. Got distracted.
Fallout 76. At least they fixed it, though. So I'm told. I don't have nothing to do with it. We did play it for like one day.
So they made 75 Fallouts?
They went quick then.
That's a popular franchise.
I hate all open world games. All open world games that are not MMOs. I like open world games when they're done in an open world style. I don't like it when it's open world, but it's pointing you where to go and giving you, I'll never be able to complete all this vibes 24/7.
Would that include something like Hogwarts? Because I really enjoyed Hogwarts.
Hogwarts was done well.
Yeah.
Because the world wasn't too big, and it opened up in sections, so it felt like you could explore everything, and there wasn't so many quests that you got that overwhelming feeling. Hogwarts was done well. I thoroughly enjoyed that game.
Are there any games out there that are more story like that, with less fighting? That are more just do the quests and it's not all about...
I'm gonna be honest, not that well. Definitely not.
Yeah.
That one just really nailed it. And yeah, a lot of it had to do because it was Harry Potter or whatever. But I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, and I freaking loved it. It felt like a magical experience.
Well, that's good.
Quite literally.
A lot of magic.
Quite literally, yeah. You know, sometimes there's just games that are special. You know that when you, not long after you start the game, and it's just special. And you know that this is one of those special ones. Like Baldur's Gate 3 is one of those. I'm trying to think. I mean, it's not often anymore. Well, dang, I can't think of any more. Hogwarts Legacy was one. Elden Ring was one for me.
That had too much fighting, though, for me.
It's very fight heavy. That's pretty much the game, yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
I'd love to say Final Fantasy 16, but it does focus quite a bit on the fighting. There's a lot of in between, but it might be worth thinking about. It should be coming to PC fairly soon.
Dang!
Yay!
Let's see what I get.
Oh,
what
wow,
I get.
congrats.
Thank you. Hemorrhaging Strike.
Cyberpunk. Even when it released, Peace Dog, it was special to me. I had some janky, weird stuff, but overall, I enjoyed it when it released. It's way better now, though. So you got your... What did you get, Sparrow? There's something you were waiting on?
Hemorrhaging Strike. So strike your enemy. Further damage may cause additional damage. Interesting.
So, but it's damage, though, right? It's not gonna help
Yeah,
heal.
it's damage. No, but I have everything on my bar.
Yeah.
I have my heals. I have debuffs. I have dots.
Oh, Witcher 3. That's another one that was super special. Yeah, Witcher 3. She might like that game. Yeah, that's way more story-focused. Yeah.
And can you play it on kind of like an easy mode?
Yep, it has an
and
easy
just
mode.
Enjoy the story.
Yep, they made one literally called something like that, like story mode or something. Yep. Witcher 3 is incredible because every single side quest feels a lot better than most main story quest stories.
Wow.
It's every single, and there are a ton of them, but it doesn't overwhelm you. You know what I mean? Man, Witcher 3 is it's one of the
maybe I will try that. I've heard a lot of good things about Witcher 3.
You will love it. Now, the only thing I'm going to tell you is that it's based off the novels, and they're a little that not all the time, but you can avoid it if you don't want to see it, kind of thing. Except for there's a few scenes where you kind of it's in your face because it's part of the story.
There's a lot of corn.
There's a little bit of corn, yeah. Most of it's avoidable, like like you can feel it a mile away, and you can be like, I'm not gonna do this.
Well, because I play it like the whole family's around when I'm playing games. I'm not like they're up until 11 o'clock.
Right, right,
which
right.
is-
Yeah, there's boobies. I'll just be honest. There's
Mm.
boobies. There's boobies and butt cheeks. Not a crap ton though, and it does feel artistically done. It doesn't feel like corn. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It feels like they did it. I would only argue that opening scene, that's probably, in my opinion, the only one, because you don't know the characters yet, and it just seems like they're being nasty. Unless you had played the previous Witchers. But then after that, I feel like they're pretty tasteful. But
Like a kernel of corn.
like a kernel of corn, yeah. Every once in a while. You get a kernel of corn.
I like that.
But I have to warn you, that is 100% true, because even in the opening scene, there's a boob, I think, or a butt cheek. No, there's not a boob, there's a butt cheek.
So it's like you take a poop and you're like, hey, I didn't eat corn.
Yeah. Say, oh, that's peanuts.
Ah. Much better.
Yeah, I don't need nasty in my life. I'm content.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a way to turn it off unless, correct me if I'm wrong, Chad, is there?
Honestly, I'm not like really against maybe.
It's just when the kids are around. I understand. That's why we haven't watched Game of Thrones. I've still not seen it because I'm sorry, guys. My kids are up in the TV, and I don't want that.
Corn.
Yeah, that's straight up
That's
corn.
corn with a story. Or sorry.
Corn.
Corn.
It's
Corn.
She said corn. You too. Henry Cavill was awesome. Yeah, Henry Cavill did a good job. Yeah, Witcher 3's in my top 5 too. That's a super special game. So good. Oh my gosh. I love their world, dude. It's like everything I love about fantasy. They nailed it. And it's different because it's based on what country? Somebody help me. It's not like the classic fantasy we're used to. There's some of that in there, but it's based on like how do you say that? What's the word I'm looking for? Like old folklore from a different country. So like there's some stuff in there where we've never heard of it before, but it's good. It's good stuff. The Red Baron scene, that whole thing. That's the first thing I think of every time I think of Witcher 3, because that was just so cool, that whole storyline. The Bloody Baron.
Yeah, that's something I've realized because MMOs and stuff are pretty male oriented. That's part of fantasy for guys. For a lot of guys, obviously not all guys, but a lot of guys really like the whole sexual nature around fantasy, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But for myself, that's just never been huge. Like I like the dragons and the story and the, like magic and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I find it annoying that there's always like this sexual undertone to everything.
I think we could do it without the nudity, right? I think like sexy looking things feels right, but when like nudity, that embarrasses me because I'm like Sparrow. If I'm playing a console game, it's not on the PC. Then I'm like in the living room, and like that's embarrassing. You know, like you know how it is when something like that happens. Grandma's gonna walk in, or something. It's just embarrassing. I could do without that.
Your pastor says, "I saw what you were streaming."
Yeah, the pastor peeks in the window like, "I come for a visit, guys." It's just always something happens during that, and you look like a like a pervert. Yeah. It's like, hey, I didn't ask you to move to Perv City. I'm not a pervert.
I did like DDO Grando. I'm on the same page as you. I think it was really well done. We did enjoy it. The only thing that happened is I'm a chronic game hopper, and I convinced my friends to move to something else after playing that for a
story.
bit. Yeah. But we were having a good time.
There is a Dungeons and Dragons open world game being made.
What?
Yep. But, it's a 50-50 best odds we're going to get that it will be good, but it's being developed. It's not an MMO that I know of. It's just an open world Skyrim kind of thing. Oh crap! Steve's recording disgusting thing I'm gonna do to you for the first city album. I thought you completed. I told a lie earlier, Steve.
That is a big ass spider.
An ass spider?
Dude, screw that kind of spider.
If that was on my ass, I would be
Like,
pretty
so,
upset.
what they do is they crawl into your ass and they lay eggs.
Oh.
Oh,
Ass
I
spider.
gotta use.
that escalated.
Okay. Oh, it died so fast I didn't get to see the hemorrhaging strike.
We're talking
So I
about.
think it procs it multiple times or something.
Oh, it's a proc.
Yeah, so you put this, I think it's dot on,
Uh-huh.
and then it can proc more damage as you're hitting it.
Oh, that's interesting. It has a
Something
chance
like
every
that.
time you hit it, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, it triggers. Trigger on get hit. 20% chance on melee. Oh, okay. And it reapplies the damage too. Interesting. There's a bunch of stuff going on with it. Oh, it's got a pretty long recast though. Let's see. Oops, I was looking at my spell, my ability.
Do you expect more from Wizards of the Coast? Wait a minute. What are you trying to say here? Are you guys saying that Wizards of the Coast isn't the most respectable company in the world?
They like to share, I hear.
They like to share. They like to, you know, really allow their IPs to thrive. They hire the best writers for their books. I don't understand. Why would anybody not like Wizards of the Coast? Look, I'm not allowed to say that. I love Grando Reaper too much to repeat what you just said. Just let me play. But I felt that when it came out. I felt like I was like, seriously, you guys could do better than this. But it is a good game. If you play DDO, it is a lot of fun. If you go in with friends.
Yeah, we went with our static group. We had fun, and I loved how the rules all were very, very correct.
Yeah, very.
It felt like you were, playing the paper and
D&D
pencil
with
rules.
your friends.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was great. I have good memories.
Yeah, we set our group up like we were playing, a campaign kind of thing.
Yeah, like
and-
we were playing D&D, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is cool if you do it like that. My only problem with DDO is I can't just play it and have fun. Me personally. I got to go in with people. And even then, there's a certain point in DDO that I always get to where I'm like, I don't like it anymore. And I can't help it. That's just what happens to me.
So you're a chronic game hopper like me then.
I am a chronic game hopper.
Yep. My friends are so mad at me half the time because I'm always like, "Ooh, look at this shiny over here."
Yeah. And the only reason it's not seemed like I'm a game hopper lately is because we haven't had very many options.
Right. Exactly.
So it hasn't seemed as bad lately. And plus, Embers, I love Embers. I'm here to stay for some Embers Adrift. That's helped me a lot.
I do hop on when there's like new expansions or new seasons or new whatever. I do hop over, like ESO coming out. I'll probably get that and hop in for a month. And then there's, the different phases for Season of Discovery, and the Cataclysm's going to be coming out. And there's always something going on. And I'm like, ooh, that looks fun.
Yeah, when they're older, that is true. I didn't like DDO when it came out. Hated it even. Yeah, I was not a fan when it came out. There was things I liked about it when it came out, like Gary Gygax's voice acting and all that stuff. I thought was super cool. Some of the way, and I don't know if it's still. I think now maybe there's dialogue, but I remember when it came out, there was a lot of like the GM was talking to you through the chat, where it would just give you like a little description, almost like Pantheon has described the perception system. I remember, which there is still some of that, but I think it might be voice acted now. I might be wrong. But anyway, I thought a lot of that stuff was cool. But I just wanted an actual MMO, as in open world, people run around everywhere, you know. I wanted... It's Dungeons and Dragons, man. You're the king. You know what I'm saying? Like, you invented most of the rules. Why do we not have a proper MMO for real?
It more like doing a dungeon crawl with friends.
Yeah, which makes sense for Dungeons and Dragons. No lie. Not even gonna lie. That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I want an MMO, like all the things, you know?
I get it. I see what angle you're talking now, yeah.
And it's just crazy that Dungeons and Dragons doesn't really have one. We're not even gonna talk about Neverwinter Nights. What a piece of crap that game is. It sucks. Or not Neverwinter Nights, sorry. Neverwinter. Neverwinter Nights is awesome. Neverwinter is garbage.
I don't even know what that is.
It's an MMO based on DDO.
Really?
Or Dungeons and Dragons, I mean.
Really?
It sucks so bad.
Huh.
I don't like the graphics. I don't like... They went with like a weird style that I don't like. If the combat feels weird. It's very linear. It's very pay to win. It's awful. And if I say Neverwinter, I always just want to say Nights after it. That's why I did that. But I like Neverwinter Nights. Both those games are fantastic. Neverwinter, the MMO, I do not like at all. DDO's way better than Neverwinter. Way better. You think the launch is better than what it turned into? I mean, look, I've never played in-game or got far. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you how I feel. So if you've played a lot of it, you're going to know a lot more than I do. You're getting deep into the weeds that I don't even know about. You know what I mean? He likes Embers. He's here to stay, just like Purge City. Yeah, BDO. Yeah. I can't get into it either. I had more respect for that game until I just decided to really play it. And I got up to a certain point, pretty far up there, and I just realized I just hate it. I just hate it.
Which game?
Black Desert Online.
Oh, Black Desert. Yeah, I never played that, I don't think. Is that the game with the chicks in lingerie and high heels fighting?
Yeah. Very gender locked. Very gender locked. Like, you got your women classes, you got your man classes. And most are women.
That fight evil in high heels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't like it. They purge your characters, you don't log in enough. Yeah. No paladin either. They got a Valkyrie.
That's really what you dislike, yeah.
Yeah, there's the truth.
Yep. No paladin. They got a Valkyrie, but you have to be a female. And I'm sorry. No offense to anybody that plays women characters. No offense. Steve does. That's fine. I can't. Not long term. I just feel weird. I just feel weird about it.
I can't play a guy character.
Right.
It feels weird.
It feels weird.
I connect with my character.
Right. I like to think that is me. That's me
Yeah.
in this world, you know?
Yep.
I even sort of kind of make it look like me, but not really. Like a buff, awesome version of me.
I find that interesting. I'm the same way. I try to make it look somewhat like me anyway.
Yeah.
But some people are like, no, that would be weird. I never make it look like me. Like they like to play a different persona.
Oh, wait, who just dinged?
Joppa?
Somebody just dinged.
Grats.
Yep, somebody.
Oh,
did.
it was Zav.
Zav.
Congrats, Zav.
Yeah, he's hit. Oh, he hit 30. That's a milestone.
Yeah, nice. That was a hell level, 29 to 30.
Oh, yeah.
What am I kidding? They're all hell levels in this game.
That's right.
They
I know.
really
I was gonna say. I think level
really
1 to
are.
2 is the only one that's not hell.
It's still a bit much for me.
What is?
The slow grindiness of it.
Yeah, it's still painful.
The carrot's not close enough for me yet, but I don't know. I'm probably on the other end of the spectrum.
And what are these conning to you guys again?
Oh,
The bears were even.
yeah.
Okay.
And these are yellow to me.
They're yellow. Okay, so you're getting good XP for the game.
Yeah, we're still
yellow's
getting
what
good
you
XP.
want for the good stuff. I was just making sure
Plus-
we weren't killing something that maybe you weren't getting a good representation.
And since I dinged, I've only gotten 2%.
Yeah. They're still yellow or are they white now?
They're yellow. Well, this one was yellow.
And they're white to me, so I'm 20. What am I? What level am I? 27? Yeah, I'm 27 at her. So these things are level 27.
Yeah, I understand that, Life Ryan, yeah. I just thought a perfect game for you to try Barony? What is that? I've not heard of it, no. Hey, do you have a reaction video to the Pantheon chat yesterday? No, and I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm going to make one because my video they already released actually has more information than they released in the Q&A. So I think I'm just going to leave it at that.
If you
It's
want
okay
to-
for me to say so. I did put one out today.
I just want you guys to know, because I know a lot of you watch the Q&A, and maybe a lot of you watch my video. The stuff I said in the video, the answers to some of the questions people had that they wouldn't answer, they did tell me. So, I don't know why they suddenly wouldn't answer the question of things that they told me that I already have in my video. I have no answer for you on that. I want you to know I'm not a liar. That is what I was told, so I don't know.
Maybe they told you that stuff and said, by the way, Nathan, whatever you do, don't say this yet.
I hope they didn't say that. I was very distracted when I was talking to them because I was at my son's, it was over the weekend, I was at my son's competition, so it was like I was slipping away from a very wild, loud event going on. And I was having to watch the time carefully because, like, it's not like he was guaranteed that his performance would be at a specific time. It was like, it depends on how quickly things go, right? So I was having to, like, watch multiple things because I didn't want to miss it. We went all the way there to see it. So I was distracted, but, I mean, devs watched my video and they didn't say anything, so.
They didn't delete your account?
I am one of those streamers, just let me play. I'm starting next Thursday, like the very next Thursday. What is that, the 15th? I'm going to start streaming, and I'll be streaming every Thursday. I was trying to stream every Thursday for 2 hours. And then if I want an additional day, I can. But I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to let the... let's be honest. They might run into some issues. And I'm going to wait until it feels like things have kind of ironed out a little bit, and then I'll start streaming a couple times a week. They already told me I could. They just, I personally didn't want to yet, because I think that I just believe that adding a new zone, the seamless zoning, yada, 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 I think there's just going to be a little bit of nonsense, you know what I'm saying? Not really nonsense, but, stuff they can't help that they just gotta fix, Yeah, so it'll become an every Thursday night kind of thing. No, they didn't change it for legal reasons. They just feel like with their development cycle and the pace that they're currently at, that it just is confusing, like how much content has to be done before we call it beta, how much before we call it alpha. Like they just decided, you know what, let's just call it pre-release, and let's just make sure we're getting goalposts met every 6 weeks, kind of thing, right? And focus on that instead, and just get to release. It wasn't for legal reasons. They're not in any kind of legal problems. They've not done anything to be in any kind of legal trouble. I think the team just sees those words as they've just become buzzwords. They've lost their meaning entirely in the industry, and it's just better not to even use them because people have weird expectations, and everybody has a different, definition of what a beta is.
Everybody has a different definition of what medium hot sauce is, right?
True, right?
Doesn't mean anything anymore.
Doesn't mean anything, yeah. And people will complain about it too, right? Just like they were with alpha beta. Like, I complain about hot sauce. That's a really good analogy, because I will be like, I can't even tell there's spice. You know what I mean? Like, this, it makes me angry, because it will say it's a certain kind,
hot.
like super hot, or that sauce my kids bought me for a joke called, what was that called? It was called like effing hot or something like that. It's like a gag gift. And then I used it, was like, it's spicy, but like, this is advertised like it's a joke, like it's gonna make you want to die. And I used it in my eggs every time I had eggs, and slathered them with it too. And it was called one effing drop. That's what it was called. Like, oh my gosh, and it came with a little dropper. Like, ooh, it's gonna be hot. Dude, it was not that bad. It was hot. But I would slather my eggs in them.
Yeah. Do you think we can? We're on an exit. Do you think we can call it?
Yeah, if you guys want to.
We're literally, I think, at the zone out here.
Yeah. How far did you get, Bounty?
59% into my level. I think I started at 50.
You get to what? You got how far?
59.
You only got 9%?
Something like that. It wasn't.
Ouch.
Yeah. And they're like even con, so it's.
Oh wow.
It's a slug, but I'm here for the armor. I'm really not here for the XP. I'm more for trying to get the armor to drop.
Dang, I would have thought you got more than that though. Jeez. Okay, let's tell the group. Let's see. Yeah, those labels have lost their meaning, yeah. Yeah. I don't like hot sauces. I like to powder them. With the real deal, is that what you mean? Like put actual pepper ground up? Is that what you mean, Witcher? I'm glad I'm not the only weirdo who puts hot sauce on their eggs. Girlfriend acts like I'm a psychopath.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
that is the best. Hot sauce on eggs is like...
Eggs. Oh my gosh.
The sriracha is also
good. That's a good one with eggs. I like all the hot sauces with eggs, like Texas Pete. That's I don't know how everybody feels about Texas Pete, but that was my first hot sauce. That was the hot sauce my grandparents always had. So like that meant hot sauce to me as a kid, right? Like hot sauce was Texas Pete, so I always liked that one. Just like the flavor, it's not even all that hot. Louisiana hot sauce, I like that one.
Red Hot's my favorite.
Red Hot, that's a good
Tabasco.
Red Hot's good. Yeah. Tabasco's my favorite. Oh my gosh, I love Tabasco so much. I love
the flavor of it.
It's so good. It tastes so good. Trying to think of some others that I like. I don't think I've had a hot sauce I don't like. I've had a hot flavor I don't like. That hot shit, that tasted like crap.
The one chip challenge.
Yeah, that thing is disgusting tasting.
Yeah. You
You
said
want
it
to
was
run
horrible.
maybe to the monolith?
Ooh,
We
Frank's
could.
is a good one.
Actually,
Yeah.
it was right here.
Frank's is a really good one.
Yeah, Frank's Red Hot. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, is Frank's and the Red Hot the same thing?
I think so.
Oh, weird. My brain did not put that together. We
And I'm
usually
sure
buy
there's other
Tabasco.
knockoff Red Hot.
That's my go-to. Tabasco is always in the house. The green one and the red one.
What's that green stuff I like to put on the
Oh, salsa verde.
Ooh, that stuff's good.
That's delicious. Yeah.
on I can't think of words. The heck is that cheese and corn thing
Quesadilla.
Ooh,
Yeah,
quesadilla, yeah.
with that sauce? Oh,
Yeah.
Not had that, Luke. Grunt green, General Sauce, never had that.
So we gotta go what?
we gotta
Follow the
swim.
river.
yeah. So kind of
North. North.
It's
the
like
moon.
this in this general direction. I think into the water.
Okay. Comes in a glass grenade with pin and dog tags. I have to check that out.
That's funny.
Yeah, dice some fresh peppers is the best way to go. Draw out habaneros and grind them to a powder. Yeah, that's the best.
I enjoyed growing the jalapenos last year, and we had a buttload of them.
I like that Diablo sauce too, Witcher. It makes my throat itch a little bit. I think I'm slightly allergic, but I don't care. I eat it anyway.
Stops my heart for a few seconds, but it's okay.
It literally makes
buffalo
my throat
wings, yum.
itch.
Now I want buffalo wings. Bounty, we need to go out for wings.
No.
No, I need to go to Popeyes and get that ghost pepper
Yeah.
wings.
It's
Ghost
carnivore.
pepper.
It's carnivore.
Sure.
My dad broke his to eat the ghost pepper wings.
He did?
When he was here to visit, because I go on and on about him so much. And he
did
never
he like 'em?
breaks. He will never eat carbs. And that I've talked about him so much. And I was like, Dad, come on. We only see each other once a year. Gotta eat these ghost pepper wings. And he
I
loved them.
actually have party wings in the fridge. I can just make us some chicken wings. I forgot.
Homemade.
Yeah, yeah, with the buffalo sauce.
Heck
be
yeah.
good.
Are the Popeyes wings lightly dusted, or they have a thick coating?
Oh, it's thick. Yeah, it's
Like a thick, carb. I mean, like, is it like a thick
Breading.
breading?
breading.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's like that triple dip kind of feeling where it's, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
It's
They're-
very
yeah,
thick. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a
Oh, that would kill me.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's where like some of the ghost pepper soaks into the meat, but most of the flavor is in that breading. To be honest,
Okay.
they use good quality chicken. The chicken tastes good, but you're biting into it, and you're really a lot of the flavors coming from the breading.
Okay.
So like, it wouldn't be worth it if you're going to take that off. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. Right.
You'd be better off making them at home or anything, really.
We're following you, Bounty. You
I
know
know.
where
I just want to avoid the bats.
they're gray, aren't they?
Are they? I don't know.
I
But
could be
it's in this general direction.
I'm going to look it up, Luke. I'm going to try it. I love hot sauces. Big fan. Because if I don't like any kind of food, I'll just put hot sauce on it, and then I'll probably like it.
That helps. Yeah.
Even if I do like the food, I'll probably put hot sauce on it.
We got lay of the land. Now we're zipping along.
Yeah, just the seeds. Yeah, I made some. What is it? What, I don't know the proper name. I stuffed jalapenos with cheese. But then I had more jalapenos than I needed, and they don't last long. So I just cut them open and took all the seeds out of the extra ones and stuffed it into the other ones. Dude, they were good.
Double wrapped popper.
Yeah.
Poppers are good.
Yeah, it was like a popper without the. I didn't put any. I didn't deep fry it, and I
cheese.
didn't put any breading on it. It was just the jalapeno with cheese in it.
I missed it. Do you use cream cheese or another kind of cheese?
I used, I think it was mozzarella.
Oh, see,
I think.
I'm a purist. It has to be cream cheese.
My wife, if she would have made them, she would have used cream cheese.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Which would be good, yeah.
Just with the hot of the jalapeno is so good.
I love how
I can't
pretty
wait
this
till
game
Embers
looks.
gets. I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say with the winter, once they get their weather in, it's gonna be so cool.
Oh, it's gonna be really cool. Now we know it's coming this year. I'm
yeah,
really
it was on
excited
the
about
long
it.
list, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, some people are disappointed because they want to see some really big epic news. I feel like it was tame-ish. But I think also the dungeons they mentioned are a really big deal. Like the Fort, Forgotten Depths 3, and I think there was another one that I forgot. Like that fort that they're doing out in Dryfoot is a really big deal. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, like they've been working on it for a long time. Like it's a premium, very unique dungeon.
And outdoor, which is great.
Outdoor with some indoor parts, but mostly an outdoor dungeon. That one's a big deal. Like they've been working on that a long time. It's not just some dungeon they threw together real quick. Like we'll be spending hundreds of hours trying to get drops from there, kind of dungeon.
Do you know what level it's supposed to be?
Last I heard, it was like 35 to like 50.
Oh wow!
Wow, that's a huge spread.
Yeah, it's supposed to be huge. So I think some of the like, what? That's it? Was just not understanding how big of a deal these are. Like that's a dungeon you can level up when you hit 35 and stay in there if you want to all the way to 50.
Forever.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's amazing.
And then still be going in there at 50 to get some drops that are really good, from bosses.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, and I think they're going to keep up the skull thing, where they got the skull chevs for max level characters, which are big epic bosses with really good drops on them. I think they're going to continue that. I actually think what they might do, because they're going to try to make things for like more than a group, guild content, I believe is the way they've worded it. And I believe what they're going to do is maybe it'll be like a two skull or a 3 skull. Right? You need 2 groups for a 2 skull, 3 groups for a 3 skull.
Oh.
That's my guess. Nobody's told me that. I don't got any secret information, but that feels right. Well, that was fun, guys.
Yeah.
It really was.
I love Embers.
And I got to ding.
Yep. Well, guys, thanks for coming tonight. Hope you had fun. We will be back tomorrow with Retro Night. So come back for Retro Night tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we're doing another Retro Night on Monday, 2-player edition. Only 2-player games, because Mujin will be right here beside me. We'll be playing the first person in the room multi-stream, or what do you call it, multi-stream? Duo stream. He's going to come over, and we're going to do a Retro Night with 2-player games only. Regular Retro Night for Saturday, though. So it should be pretty fun. Yeah, only 5 years to EverQuest 3. Let's go.
Are we one day closer?
Yeah, we're one day closer. One day closer to the launch of EverQuest 3. Thanks, guys, for coming out. I hope y'all had fun. Thanks, everybody that came and grouped with us. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.